Okay, everybody, welcome in. We are a few minutes behind, not too bad. Estimate it's going to be another maybe 5 minutes or so. I'll have to announce the squad leaders. If you did miss that, we cut off the stream a little early. We had a tie, had a roll off. I started a new stream. You can go back and watch that. I linked it in the chat already. It was about 10 minutes after we stopped the stream. Realized we were getting word of a possible roll off, and we did Chuck Menard versus Tyler Loudon, Big T. So Tyler brought home the win over Chuck Menard. So 37th seed in the men is Tyler Loudon. So go back, check out that video, watch the last few minutes. I had him up here in the booth, made a little joke. He said, you know, you're either first or you're last. And I said, well, I know what it'll mean to you to make it into this cut. So I said I had to bring you up, had to have a little talk with you. He's pumped. That was his, like he said, on his ladder of goals, the first is to make that cut. So Tyler's here. Tyler's in the cut. He's going to be bowling another 6 games.
Yes, congratulations to Tyler. You know, he's got a lot of fans that have been watching, so stay tuned because we're going to have some more Tyler Loudon. Our bowlers are going to get ready to get started in about 10 minutes. Practice should begin. The bowlers are just getting back from their little break and setting up on their pairs now. We're going to pull up the scores for you, and we can take a look at who we're going to see bowling.
Okay, just give me a second. I'm just going to post it in the chat for...
yeah, totally.
I almost...
And we can talk about it a little bit. Graham Faw continues to lead, followed by Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich, Darren Alexander, Israel Potter, and Tyler Lee. That's your top 6 in the men. On the women's side, we have Tiffany Griffith, Mayanne LaChapelle, Kristen Jolly, who was the leader last squad, Orina Chin Halas, Jade Cote, and Felicia Wong. As for those bowlers who snuck in, I can run through the whole list of women since we only have 15 left. Marissa Naylor, Lana Mink, Samantha Cirillo, Maya Conway, Christine Johnson, Stephanie Vitero, yes, Taylor Strickland, Alex Ann O'Clair, and Ava Conway.
There we go. Okay, hold on. Where are we here?
We'll bring those scores up.
There we go. That's better.
There we go.
So
you can see them all there. And you'll see that line underneath 15 for the ladies. Those above that line are still going to be bowling here in shift number 4. And on the men's side, we go down. Now, you can flip Tyler Loudon and Chuck Menard because Chuck is out and Tyler is in after the roll-off.
Yeah, so on the women's side, still leading the way, Tiffany. She's got a decent lead there of 128 pins, or 128 pins or so. So she's in there. Graham Fa leading the way on the men. He's got a 95 pin lead.
Yep, and now our eyes are going to move up to that number 12 spot because after these next 6 games, we will be cutting to the top 12 in both the men's and the women's. So sitting right on the cusp of that line, we're going to have all 3 of the women who have a chance to sneak in there. Taylor Strickland, Alexandra Clare, and Ava Conway. And just outside of the men's side, Adam Joden, Michael Vitale, Sly Young, Alex Garreau, Charles Antoine Bendo, and Daniel Kwan. So, you know, Matisse Bibo, there's a lot of bowlers all right there.
Yeah, and
within striking distance.
Corey forfeiting there about 105 out of the cut right now. So making up 105 cut, 105 pins out of the cut is going to be a challenge.
Yep. And the bowlers are going to be bowling a 42-foot oil pattern now. A little less forgiving, not quite as large of a ratio as the last one, but similar. Shape of the pattern overall looks quite similar. we'll have to see how these bowlers are going to attack the lanes.
Yeah, so we are just waiting. We wanted to start this stream a couple minutes earlier before they got into all of this, just to give some updates on those scores. Like I said, if you are just tuning in and you missed the last live stream that was kind of impromptu, we did have a roll-off between Chuck Menard and Tyler Loudon, with Tyler Loudon bringing home the W to take that last spot into the cut. So 6 more games for Tyler. Okay, so our pattern's been up there. I'm just gonna do this. Gonna come back to starting soon, and we will be back as soon as the lanes kick on.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, what conditioner is this pattern again? 42. No, I'm asking what the conditioner. Oh, fire. Fire. So, look, I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty similar to shift 3.
We're probably gonna play pretty similar to the first pattern.
I disagree with the first pattern.
No?
The first pattern was let's assume this is the end of the lane. This was the first pattern.
Yeah.
This is 42 feet, not a 38-foot pattern that.
Oh no. I mean, I meant the first today.
Oh.
41, the one we just bowled on.
You
It's gonna
sounded
be kind of similar.
you sounded like you thought
Oh
it was gonna.
yeah, no. I see where you were confused. Yeah, I meant the first pattern today. Yeah, I should have said this morning's pattern.
Poor choice of words there.
Yeah.
I'm still angry with the first squad.
Oh, trust me, I am too. If I had bowled even close to 1,000 or 1,200 the first squad, I wouldn't have to shoot probably 1,400 this one. Good.
We just stopped for a couple weeks to see if you make the team, right? Yeah. Fuck that. You okay these days?
Yeah. I think there's going to be a small group. Not overly excited.
Yeah, but hey, it's gotta be done.
Yeah, it'll just make me feel a little different. That's all. Like I understand how some of them go through things now. understand how broken these feelings and like they say you know, like what they do it, they say you want hard. So I'm understanding a little bit more like I always understand. I was going to yeah, okay. So let's see what let's see the stretch. But I get it.
It changes the chemical balance.
Yeah. So yeah. You get there and you feel the first one. You like. I've grown a gap to be there.
By a certain age, when you're firing blanks, that's a good thing for some girls.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's not the case yet. That's not the case. If anything, that motherfucker's overly.
Yeah.
You know, I try not to do anything.
The one guy takes over and goes and puts in overtime.
Any woman that says they have a hard time with kids, never mind. Guarantee like they're in the first try.
Yeah.
It's just inevitable. I've only had one, but that's pretty much how it happened. She's 95% chance she could never ever have kids. I fucking got her pregnant. Really? I'm like, you fucking kidding me? She's like, oh, it's a miracle. I'm like, yeah, for you. I'm like, that's not gonna say it was fucking for me. 20 years old, that's a weird thing.
What time was it supposed to start? 3 o'clock. I mean, there's nobody on the lanes. Right?
I think you're trying to push everybody's lunch back.
Well, I went in after and they said 3 o'clock still, but
I wasn't sure. So I was like, they may have just given everybody. Once they put it on there, I bet you everybody would have thought, okay, they're going to give us like 15 extra minutes or something. Because I did. That's why I ordered a hot dog after getting 6 or spraying 6, and I'm like, oh, Ty's got this in the bag. You won't grab it in lunch. He wasn't in already. He needed to move a little bit deeper. Oh, that's so I would have put him out of his comfort zone anyway, right? But
literally when I shook his hand, he's like, I was like, oh, my bad. Almost trying to squeeze it.
just be friendly, yeah, but like.
Well, no, after he told me, it's like the competitor in me, he's like,
Tonka grip. Yeah. Go big or go home time. Right? That's how it normally I only say that. Normally I don't.
if you're in the top 18, I don't want to talk to you. Everyone below,
Let's go. It's for shits and giggles. Yeah, but I agree with you. You have to be below the 18 hole. I like that. If you're below 18, let's go $10 a game. Everybody gets fucking just for fun. Why not? We got nothing else really. Just fucking have something for it unless we're going massive repeat. Which is awesome. Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Just one really cool block, 200, 300 over, if somebody could pull that off. Easier said than done sometimes. Did you work with Casey?
Yep.
He's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah.
He was my rep for a few years. Then I decided to try just I wanted to try something. I want to go over there a little bit. Hammer was starting to come up with some really good things that my brother was throwing, and I was like, damn, man, I'm like, I wish I could just try this with him a couple times. And it's like, all right. So after the third year on motive, I'm like, thank you for the opportunity, and maybe back in the future, but I'm like, I just want to just try some other things. It wasn't even that close. I love it. Shit. There's been a few pieces that didn't match up to me, but I think that's probably the same with everybody.
Not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But, you know, work
Jacob Wilson's probably like.
For sure. Didn't change out.
Yeah, well, that's still one of the best jackets that I've seen.
Ça marche pas, j'ai personne. Tyler, you're on 42, right? Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, elbow. Elbows up around here. Yeah, we've got 37 and 40 spots, right? So 3 people missing.
Good afternoon, and welcome to shift number 4. The 50-50 winner was claimed. It was Simone Walls. She won $405. Congratulations on making the first cut. The next cut will be the top 12 men and the 12 top women. Shift leaders for the last shift, for the men, with a score of 1:14.02 is Francois Lebois. And for the ladies, with a score of 13:47, Kristen Jolly.
On désire féliciter tout d'abord toutes les personnes qui ont réussi à se qualifier pour cette prochaine ronde, soit le top 37 des hommes et le top 15 chez les femmes. Félicitations à vous. La prochaine ronde, cette ronde-ci que nous allons jouer, la coupure maintenant c'est 12 femmes, 12 hommes pour jouer demain matin. On a aussi remis les récompenses pour la ronde de ce matin. François Lavoie qui a réussi la meilleure série de 6 parties avec 14-02. Et du côté des femmes, Kristen Jolie avec 13-47. Félicitations à vous. Maintenant, les hommes. Les hommes, vous allez jouer sur l'allée 25 jusqu'à 44. Thank you. So from lane 25 to 44, lane rotation will be the following. So you skip a pair, you bowl on the following pair. So for example, 26 will bowl on 30, and 29 will bowl on 25. This is for the first 5 games. Last game, you don't skip, you bowl the next pair for the last game. So this way you will play 6 different pairs. Chez les hommes, vous allez jouer de 25 à 44. La rotation des allées, c'est un paire à gauche, paire à droite de 4 allées. Donc par exemple, l'allée 26 va jouer sur la 30, l'allée 29 va jouer sur la 25. À l'exception de la dernière partie, vous allez jouer la paire d'allées juste à côté. De la sorte, vous allez jouer sur 6 paires d'allées différentes. Du côté des femmes, étant donné qu'on a juste 4 paires d'allées, c'est un format ligue qui a été décidé. Alors vous allez vraiment vous promener comme si c'était un calendrier de ligue. Ça va être super important de suivre vos score sheets, vos feuilles de pointage. On the women's side, there's only 4 pairs of lanes. So we decided to go with the league mode. You will be following like a schedule of the league. It will be important to follow your score sheets because it's not like a regular lane rotation. So make sure you follow that. Make sure you write your scores properly. Once again, You cannot change the ball surface during the play or in between games, only during practice. And I am done talking. Yeah! Non, je vous rappelle, dernière chose en français, vous devez changer votre surface de boule uniquement pratique, jamais durant les parties ou entre les parties, et continuer. Yeah, I know it was done, but not in French. Et vous devez écrire vos scores correctement sur les feuilles comme d'habitude. Sur ce, bon match, tout le monde!
Don't forget, we start earlier tomorrow for those of you that make the cut, 7:45 a.m.
Jesus.
And I want to thank all the volunteers that have been coming out. Thank you so much for all of your help. It takes a village.
Thanks for coming out to practice. Good luck.
We're back.
Okay, so little bit of a delay, not too bad. Things will be moving a little quicker. On the ladies' end, we've got 3 on a pair. There's 2 pairs of 4, 2 pairs, or no, only 1 pair with 3. And we have 4, mostly 4 on a pair for the men, some have 3. So things will be moving a little bit quicker than they have for the first 3 squads. So if you are just joining in, we cut that last stream off a little bit early, unfortunately, and there was a roll-off. I started a new video. We went live. Some people, there's about 110 people in there watching it. Sorry to those that missed it, but you can always go back. So the roll-off was Chuck Menard versus Tyler Loudon. Big T, Tyler Loudon, brought home the win for that 37th spot on the men. So his tournament is continuing.
Yes. Now our eyes move up the standings to that next cut line. 12th spot. We're cutting to 12 bowlers on both the men's and women's side following these 6 games. Now the women only have 15 bowlers left, so they'll all 3 still remaining outside of that top 12 are going to be in contention to sneak in.
So we have on there Samantha McPherson talking about the men and ladies, and also talking about the youth. I believe Chase was actually second. So let's go through the youth on there. I believe Reiner Reyes was actually the top youth with Chase McVicker. He was the second youth. And outside, oh no, they're still in the cut, so we're top 50. So Adam Joden.
We skipped over Francois Nicholas.
I didn't see his. Yeah, so let me start that over. Reiner Reyes, Chase McVicker, Francois Nicholas, Mai Martel, and Adam Joden are currently your top 4 youth males. But there are still a whole ton bowling right now in the cut, so that could change. It might not. On the ladies' side for the girls, so Arena Chin-Halas is currently leading the youth, followed by Samantha Cirillo, Alex Ann O'Clair, and Ava Conway. All 4.
They have locked it up.
And they have locked it up. So that is going to be your youth girls team. Is going to be Arena Chin-Halas, Samantha Cirillo, Alex Ann O'Clair, and Ava Conway.
Well, congratulations to them on making the girls team. Now it's just a matter of finishing position and whether they will also be able to make their mark on the women's team.
Yeah, and then in the chat here, so we got Chris Lemon saying he's rooting for a Corey forfeit, saying Corey's going to make a run. You heard it here first.
Corey made a great run to finish his last game, finishing with a back 7 strikes, I believe. So yeah, Corey's in a pretty good spot. He can work his way up. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch as we watch down that cut line. Corey forfeit, still about 100 back of 12th spot.
Yeah, 100 pins is a lot to make up.
Yep, and again, this time around we are bowling on a 42-foot oil pattern. Similar shape to the last. Foot longer, shorter, smaller ratio. So We'll have to see how these bowlers plan on attacking the lanes. See a lot of them testing out some urethane to see if that may be in play.
Yeah, DJ says Lemon is the smartest person I know who makes questionable friend choices, so I believe him. All right.
Good fun in the chat.
Yeah, Big T is going to make a run. So
let's see.
Let's break down the reality. So it is fantastic that Tyler Loudon did make it into that cut. Unfortunately, he is 292 pins back of the top 12. So unfortunately, even though Tyler is here, he made that big roll-off win. Making the top 12 is not a possibility. He is still out here. He is going to put his heart and soul into it. He wants to bump up his position the best he can and have a good finish to his tournament. But yeah, if you missed that impromptu live stream we did for the roll-off, go back, check that out. I had him here in the booth for a couple minutes talking about that. He was pumped up. He was so excited for that win, just to continue on his tournament and make that first goal of his for the tournament, which was make that 50% cut. So congrats to Big T. He's out here still competing in 6 more games. We did have to move one camera. Let's come back. We've been stuck on the one. We'll come back here to the ladies. So the ladies have shifted down a little bit. With the way the lanes are here and where we're situated, it didn't make sense to space people out. So we're shifting down to the right a little bit as we go on.
Yep. So our bowlers are starting now on 15. And the men are starting on 25. So just the one camera we had to move, and now we're set up.
Yeah, Lemon said he was watching it on his phone thinking it was live, trying to type in the chat. It was just leaving comments on the video. So yeah, it was only about, I think, a 15 or 20 minute live stream. Yeah, and our apologies for that. Such an amateur move. We should have left the live stream just going. You can fire me for that.
Kathy Innes is talking with Jeff. So we're just in the middle of practice here. I guess early parts of practice. We're gonna get 15 minutes and then we'll be underway.
Okay, so just had to get a few things rolling there for later. So we do have all of the live streams up. If you look at the next ones, the top 12 and the top 3, I just grayed out people, blacked out people on there with shadows. Once we get our top 12 after this shift is over, I'm going to update those thumbnails to feature those people on there. Jordan Jung in the chat. Welcome, Jordan. Missing all the JR Pro Shop guys here this week, but glad you could tune in. Yeah, so far we've got one perfect game rolled by Darren Alexander. And I believe last year in Montreal, the second 300 was thrown by Jordan. The first one with Tyler Lee last year, and I believe it was Jordan. And then I believe it was May in the finals.
Yep, and a step ladder.
Yeah, for 3. So right now we're currently sitting at 1. And we'll have to see. I don't know if we're going to beat that, but you never know. I pinned that link at the top of the chat. Check out the scores, check out the cut line. who is still bowling. It's going to be a little more difficult for us to follow people because the left lanes are going left and skipping a pair, and I just have their starting lanes on my sheet. I think we've got a pretty good idea of who is who, though.
Yeah, it would be impossible to know who we're getting next, really.
Yeah, and the only name I don't have on here is Tyler Loudon. I'm not sure what pair he's starting on because they printed this before.
Is it Chuck Menard on there?
They filled it. No, they didn't put, so I don't know
Okay.
which.
So he'll be thrown in on one of those.
Or he might be on.
Looks like he's at the high end. So, yeah, check 42.
He might be on 42. Let's go down,
Michael.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, 42. Yeah, so Tyler, 42 will be with Vitaly, Alexander Garreau, and TJ Howard.
Okay.
To start. Okay, there's our red screens. Practice is over.
Practice is over. Let scoring begin.
I'm just going to move this up a little bit. All right. Okay, so we are about to start game one. Shift number 4, which is the top 50% of the women, which is, not of the women, of the men. The men is 37 bowlers. And is it 15 women?
Yes.
And 15 women, sorry. My brain is going a million miles an hour here. The words are coming out quicker than my brain's thinking.
Yep, so we'll have a few men still battling to try and get into that top 12. Where on the girls' side, everybody's eligible to get in there with only 15 and 3 being cut.
Oh, okay. JR Pro Shop is back, so I had to switch channels. It's Barks here. Jordan doesn't deserve the credit. Okay.
Ah, okay. Well, thanks for watching, Ryan.
Yeah. Well, at least you were very responsible and polite with his account. You could have come in here and started talking crap. But now that you're on the JR channel, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah, and anyone watching, if you don't follow JR Pro Shop on YouTube, go check them out. They've got great content. It's a nice washout pickup there from Tyler Lee. Yeah, and while we're sitting here, did you watch the one of with Gmo when they were in Montreal and he was doing the ball and he's like, this is it, this is going to be the ball. And he goes and he throws it in the gutter.
Yeah, Mark's laughing
and
at
Mark just almost rolls over dying.
Yeah, that was too good.
Yeah, hilarious. Good times.
Well, looking around, I'm seeing some splits early.
Yeah. So with this, things are going to be going a little quicker. We're going to be changing channels a little quicker. A little more action to cover. And Jacob's watching too. Yeah, good times in Bufa.
Oh yeah.
It just took that little comment to bring Jacob into the comment section.
Strike from Jordan Croskery. Jordan Croskery is currently sitting in 10th place, looking to hold on to one of those spots for tomorrow.
Okay. So we're going to watch Tyler Lee throw one more ball here, and then we're going to come back to the pairs in front of us. Your boy Ben Foster. So Ben is not going to be camera. He's going to be this one we just switched to. He's on 29 and 30. His family's sitting right beside me. So you might catch him out of the corner of the picture here on 29.
Sure? I thought he was on 28.
Or is he on 28?
I'm not sure. You got the lane assignments there.
Yeah, dumbass. Oh, can't say that. Oh, yeah, 28.
28.
Okay,
So we're
yeah.
going to get some Ben Foster here.
Yeah, there he is. Sorry, I almost slipped up. Thanks, watching from Toronto. Shout out to those bowl at Planet Bowl. Thanks for tuning in.
Planet Bowl's a nice center. I like bowling there. All right, here's Ben Foster. Second frame. And a spare in the first.
7-10. The black cloud of the camera. So Ben's currently sitting in 25th. He's got a little bit of work to do. I'm seeing quite a few splits right off the bat. So unfortunately, Neil Buchanan did not make the cut. Who else do we have? We've got Chad Hauser. I know he's repping in Alberta jersey on 2930. TJ Howard, I believe, is still in the cut. Yep. Trying to see if we have any other Alberta guys. Yeah, but if you do click that link at the top of the chat, that will take you to the standings page. You can see there the cut lines are on there and everything. Can we get some Graham Foss shots for one time? Where is Graham?
Graham?
Let me look at my sheet.
Yeah.
Graham Foss on 31, so yeah. 31. He'll be on stream next game. He should be on 27 next game.
Graham is going with Ben LaPointe, so we'll get them next game. Graham has 2 strikes through his first 3 frames, and he is throwing the same ball that he's thrown on every pattern. Make it 3 strikes through 4 frames.
Yeah. Ball's going to be worn out by the time he's done the tournament.
Yeah. Burn track spot on it. Okay, Francois Nicolas, My Martel.
Yep, I've had quite a few people in the chat for him.
They're watching him globally.
Watching globally, that is correct. Got lucky there, kicked over the 2-pin.
We got Deadwood.
All right.
Now you got to run down there and grab that. Just off camera on 29. Chase McVicker's going to throw his shot first.
Yeah, Windsor bowlers are representing. Had a good showing for our Windsor bowlers, making the top 37. Let's see how many we have. We had 1, 2, 6. I believe 6 bowlers.
Did you count Walls?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good on that.
I'm also going to count Chuck Menard. Although not bowling right now, he did tie for that last spot in the cut.
And he did bowl 1 more game than everybody else.
Yep. So 19 games for Chuck.
All right, let's head down here to our women. see what's going on. So where are we? 17. So we're going to have Kristen Jolly, Alexanne Auclair, Mayen Lachapelle, Ava Conway. 19 and 20, we're going to have Taylor Strickland, Jad Cote, and Marissa Naylor. Okay, so where are we on our women's side? So being the shift leader, Kristen Jolly bumped herself up into the 3rd position, but there is only 39 pins between 3rd and 6th. So those ladies between Kristen Jolly, Arena Chinhalas, Jad Cote, Felicia Wong in the top 6 are all pretty close. We got a camera kicker down there. It is not an earthquake. Yeah, and I'm assuming a lot of the people in here watching have been following along with us all tournament all day. Thank you for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, catching this, this is the top 50% here at the 2026 Canadian Team Trials.
Live from REVS Rose Bowl in Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
That's right.
Tenpin for Alexanne. Nice strike for Marissa Naylor.
Yeah, Marissa's been a chat favorite as well. I know I talked to her as we were walking out the door last night. She said she had friends and family tuning in. Happy that we're bringing this to you guys so they can follow along. Miss Tenpin there for Alexanne. Oh, Luke Yates just in front of us, not on camera. He's got open 4-bagger. That one he went Brooklyn. We'll be coming back to them in a few minutes, but just want to update you on some things as we see them.
Yep, going to be a lot happening now that we're in the crunch of it. Okay, here's May on 18.
Did May do a jersey change? Or was she wearing that earlier?
I think she was wearing that earlier.
Yeah.
Taylor Strickland made a jersey change.
There's so many bowlers that it's very tough to follow sometimes. Now that we're cutting down, it'll be a lot easier for us to follow. All right, let's come back to the high end here. These guys are going pretty good. Yeah, so that was TJ Howard. He's in the Alberta jersey there.
Tyler Lee swinging that purple hammer. Can't get it to come up. 2-8. Oh, rip a 10-pin from Garreau.
Yeah,
See the displeasure.
Yeah, I think he really liked that one. shot from Jordan Croskery. Looked like he was throwing a black hammer. Laying up the gutter, or close to it. Gonna see a shot from Tyler. So how's Tyler doing? Yeah, he did have an open there. Looked like a 7-2 in the 5th frame.
TJ gets most of them to fall there. Just leaving a 7.
Nice shot from Tyler. Andrew wants to know, nice lunch, guys. What lunch? There was no lunch.
Yeah, we had a roll-off.
Yeah,
we had a roll-off for lunch.
Had a surprise roll-off after we ended the stream, so I started a new stream. I think it's only about 15 minutes long, but Tyler Loudon versus Chuck Menard. Tyler Loudon came out with the roll-off win to secure that 37th spot. And about 10 minutes later, I started this stream. So, here we are. Top 50%. Watch Garreau here. Oh, 9 pins, and he rolls it back. Okay, let's come back to the middle. Luke Gates wiggles the 10, does not get that out. So yeah, Andrew, it was a wow. We weren't doing the math on the cut line. We weren't even aware of it. And then all of a sudden we heard the whispers in the background of a possibility. Moved the camera around, struggled to get another stream up, and got it done just in time to watch them do that. And here we are.
Yep. See Luke Gates pick up his spare there after a nice 5-bagger. He's putting together quite a good game. So is Maxime Allard here up on 28. Another strike for him. Steve Walls Jr. That one crosses over for a strike. And he'll take it, as that is his first strike of the game. Bit of a struggle to start this one for him.
Andrew says, go get a Michael Moskenberger. I'm good. I got a little snack tucked away in my backpack, and that'll tide me over. This is going to go a little bit quicker than previous shifts.
Yeah, we have less bowlers on each pair now. We were working with 5 this morning, and now we have 4 or 3 on the men's side, and same with the women.
Yeah, 4 or 3. So things will move along.
Luke Gates back with the strikes. Corey forfeit, picks up his spare. Corey finished with a nice strong game and looking to jump back on it. Nothing less than 9 so far.
Couple frames I was seeing quite a few splits in that, and now I'm starting to see some more strikes.
Yeah, people are starting to figure out where they should be. Well, the pattern is just developing in the way they're liking it now. Strike for Xavier Marrier. Max Allard on 3 in a row, make it 4.
Yeah, he was one of those ones where he split in the first frame. Triple,
seeing
9
2
spare.
lefties right here, because here's Corey forfeit. next game, we'll have Grand Claw down here.
All right,
Lots
let's
of lefties.
come back down here to our women for a minute. See what's going on here. So who is
May, nice shot, nice strike.
19 on a roll there? That's going to be Jade Cote.
Yeah, Jade Cote started with a pair of spares, and now she's on 6 in a row.
Out of the side, I just saw Tiffany Griffith throwing a strike. 21.
That is our leader for the women.
Oh, Marissa Naylor topples him over. Not the best strike, but a strike nonetheless. Another, so Alex Ann O'Clair did the same thing, came in late and mixed them all around.
There's Jade with another strike.
So Jade's currently sitting in 5th overall.
Yep, and she's going to have a big game here as she heads to the 10th on 7 in a row.
Yeah, and a strong start might actually bump her up near the 3rd position, depending on what others are doing.
Strike for Marissa Naylor.
And she's on a 226 pace.
Somebody shot a 266. Whoever's bowling ahead of TJ Howard on 41.
That would have been Alex Garreau.
Okay. 266, Alex Garreau. Good start.
Okay, I just want to head. What do we have in front of us? Let's, I'm going to flip over here to Luke. Luke's on a roll. What did 247? Who was 247?
That would be Maxime Allard.
What lane am I in? Yeah, that would have been Maxime Allard. 247. Luke Gates is on a decent game here as well.
Yeah, he can pick up the spare for 246. Okay, that's the end of the game for Ben Foster. Now here's Steve Walls Jr., second shot of the 10th, leaving. Tenpin.
We got in the chat, John Willock. Appreciate you two gentlemen for bringing us the action.
Wonderful, thanks for joining us, John. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Yeah, so they're done on the high end. Let's flip here for a second. Back to our women. So what did Jade Cote have? Is it 254? I'm trying to see if you can make it.
Yep.
254 for Jod Cote. Here, that Corey forfeit.
Want him to finish up.
A little bit late. Yeah, we've got a Graham Foss sighting. Getting that light hit.
Camera getting a light hit as well.
Yeah. Someone's clapping. Oh, that was a big hit.
He's swinging their foot right into it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do with the camera. Someone will always bump into it, shake it. Unless I were to bolt it to the floor, which isn't going to happen. Okay, I think this is this her second one in the 10th?
This will be her last shot. 204 for Mayen LaChapelle.
That was a better ball.
All three in the 10th for Alexandre Claire, 174.
Yeah, she obviously has a cheering squad at the table that's clapping. Okay, so that's done, that's done. They're about to start down there.
Ava Conway.
Ava, yeah. Looks like there's
something here.
They are about to start down here. Let's come back down here. All right, so that's going to wrap up game number 1 for our top 50%. Okay, so on this pair, we've got, looks like Nicholas Blagojevic, Matisse Blanchette. Is that Rowan Squire?
Yep.
Where are they at? So Rowan Squire and Sly Young.
First shot of the game. Nicholas Blagojevic goes high with that one for 6'10".
Oh. Rowan, nice pickup on there. That little O for me was Graham Faw in front of us on 28, just absolutely stone 9. Flush in the pocket. If you are in the chat, let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Hit that like button. Be sure to share with your friends. Things are moving a little quicker now.
As the standings currently are, through the 18 games, Adam Jodin, 1 spot out of that next cut. He's looking to have a strong block here. Oh, what a spare from Ben Ashman. Right in front of me off camera. Picked up the 3, 4, 6, 7, 10.
Yeah, we do have another jersey change on Matisse Bibeau. He's going with the
Sticking with the bright ones.
the hot pink. I wonder if Matisse works at Bufa.
I believe he does.
Yeah. If you're in the chat and know, does Matisse Bibeau work with Bufa Distribution?
Oh shit. 7 low right. It's 2-8. Looks like we got Corey forfeit again on the camera there. 42. Yeah.
Okay, someone in the chat is saying yes, he was. So I'm assuming that is for Matisse, that he is always repping that big B for the Bufa. So John saying he's in Hamilton, no favorite for me, but he thinks in his opinion, Graham is now Canada's best bowler.
It's not a bad take.
No. I believe he was one of the PBA regional players of the year at this year, and for his currently living somewhere in Ohio, but in that region, maybe it was it Midwest or
Yeah, it was that.
Mid-Central, something like that. But he is he was the player of the year for that region. Many regional titles.
I think most of those events are held in Ohio, Indiana, some Michigan maybe area. Okay, so we do have Corey forfeit in back-to-back games here, the way they're moving now, and where our cameras are set up.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work out here with our lane skip.
And more than likely, whoever is on 25 will then be on 42. So we'll get them twice in a row.
Oh, nice try from Nicholas.
Oh no,
Pick
they
up.
have to go for 26. We'll see. Let's jump right in front of us here. Tyler Loudon again on our camera. This time we are also covering Michael Vitale, Chase McVicker, Israel Potter, and Ben LaPointe, and Graham Falk, and Ben Ashman.
Yeah, so some comments in here. Mark's cheering for Darren not to get any stains on his pants since it'll be obvious.
He has had those pants since the Ricky Fowler collection dropped over 10 years ago. So if he's managed to keep them clean this long, I'm sure he'll be all right.
He's good, yeah. And then JR Pro Shops, just comment on Graham. Graham's learned how to be a real lefty on tour. Bang on that thing.
Yep. Another strike for Graham Falk.
Yeah, he's really over the last couple years worked hard on that to get a few more revs on the ball. And I think it's worked out pretty well for him.
It's a good shot from Ben Ashman.
Another chat favorite coming up here, Israel Potter. Where's Israel? Is Israel sitting in 5th coming into this squad? Yeah, that is a real interesting watermelon shirt. That's going to be Vitali. Yeah, Michael Vitali. Yeah, I just want to see Darren doing some styling and profiling. We have not seen Darren on camera yet. He's on 38, 36. Or no, 37, 38.
Here's Rainer Reyes, still holding down the top spot for the youth. Throwing an IQ 78. Getting the strike.
Red ball.
Red ball.
Ashman goes Brooklyn.
We also have a red ball in the hands of Chase McVicker. I believe his is that Columbia 300 pole.
Yeah. DJ thinks that Michael Vitali's watermelon shirt and sleeve is better than Darren's orange pants.
Yeah, the pairing it with the matching sleeve is certainly something.
That's like I've mentioned many times already this week. I love the evolution of the bowling jersey or bowling shirt. Add in that personality if you wish.
Unfortunately for Israel Potter at 4-9.
All right, let's watch Ben LaPointe throw this, and we're gonna head down to our ladies for a second. Okay, they're actually just about starting. Come back here for a second until they get going. See if Israel can bounce that. Oh, got a bounce.
Yeah, it stayed over the pit.
Yeah. Oh, I think the ladies are, they've got a different like lane skip, and it looks like they're all down there trying to figure it out.
Well, they'll get them squared up. They're talking to the right people. Yeah. Strike for 3 in a row from Graham Pop.
Yeah, Chris, Tyler made the cut. We cut off the stream, and before we knew, there was a roll-off. Tyler Loudon was in a roll-off with Chuck Menard for that last spot. We did get another stream up. Go check it out. It is there. And it also had Tyler come into the booth for a minute, and he's pretty excited to be bowling. All right, let's head back down here. It looks like, is this pair ready to go? No, they're not. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna watch Chase throw this, and I think we're gonna head over to the high end for a second. It looks like there's some confusion. So we're gonna give the ladies a couple minutes.
A double for Chase McVicker. 9 spare strike, 9 spare strike. Strike. So, good start for Chase.
Okay, we know what ball Graham is throwing. It's an overseas
Black Widow urethane.
Black Widow urethane.
He has thrown it on every oil pattern thus far. He does not have multiples of them. He's just tweaking his hand position and making that ball work on everything.
Okay, we'll watch Graham throw one more, and then I'm going to go to the high end for a second. Or actually, it looks like our ladies are getting underway.
4 in a row for Grandpa.
Okay. Are we ready to go? Oh, she just picked up, she shot the spare. Is Marissa, is that Marissa? Oh, she's on the next pair. So I wonder if these two pairs got mixed up. Okay, Chris is down there explaining. Let's come back to the high end for a minute. Yeah, someone said it looks just like an Ethos. It does, but it's not.
Blanchette. Number 2-8 for him.
Looks like Darren throwing a purple.
Here's Joden on 42. Oh, gets him out. Adam Joden in the fist bump.
Yeah, Francois on, looks like 33 and 4. We should catch him next game. He'll be out of.
He will be on 29 next game.
Out of screen, and then
he'll
the
move.
following game he'll be on the camera. So yeah, it might be a game or two before we see Francois LeBlanc. Okay, it looks like our ladies have figured it out. Question mark.
Maya is getting up on the approach, so that's promising.
Yeah, let's flip back down to our women here. Yeah, so Maya Conway is in delivery. Not good.
4-10.
Yeah, so if you have been following along, looking at those standings, all the ones with an asterisk beside their name are a youth. Got a little surprise in the chat here. Chase McVicker's 15 years old. Some people thought he was a couple years older than that, but he's not. 15. We have some very talented youth here at the team trials. We have quite a few who made the cut. And if they keep it up, the future of bowling in Canada is looking pretty good.
Certainly does look bright. Got Cote with the spare. Shoot a big game one.
Yeah, so with that, that's going to put them about 8 frames behind everybody else. So we are going to have a little delay with the women.
Left off her hand for Samantha Cirillo. Leaves the baby split.
See how many people, 265 people watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends. If you are just tuning in, we're live here at the 2026 Canadian Team Trials, REVS Rose Bowl in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Got to give a quick shout out to all the sponsors that support CTF and this tournament, with Brunswick Bowling, Hammer, Buford Bowling Distribution, Baron Championship Rings, Air Canada, Expedia Cruises, Hampton Inn and Suites, and Sport Canada.
Thank you to all our sponsors and for all of you for tuning in.
Yeah, Yeah, so we do. We've got 3 lane cameras switching between. Things are moving a little bit quicker here, so a little more jumping around to try and catch some of the action. Hopefully we get some more bowlers on the stream, but it looks like with the lane skip, we might see people multiple times, unfortunately. And there is that link that's pinned at the top of the chat that takes you to the standings. You can follow along, click the bowler's name, see all their scores there as well.
Griffith.
Okay, where were we before this?
10-pins. We were right in front of us.
Okay.
Graham Faw is stepping up in the 10th frame now.
All right, we're gonna come back to this group of ladies. They're pretty well behind, so let's check out Graham.
10th frame on a double.
Oh,
elbow's a bit high, but gets the 6th to fall. So, 256 for Graham if he can strike out here in the 10th. Chase McVicker on lane 26. Nice shot from him.
Who's on the roll here?
Reiner Reyes.
Yeah, he's on a 290 pace.
Yep.
Oh, and then Graham goes 8. Yeah, he went high the last one, got lucky, and that one went a little bit high again and did not get so lucky. As you mentioned, Reiner Reyes throwing the red ball, throwing the 78U.
Here's 9th frame. Gets it row for 8 in a row. We'll just get one there, so that'll be a 243 game for Graham Faw.
Yeah, it's a Black Widow.
Yep, watch him load it up into his bag there.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Michael Vitale.
Also got Ben LaPointe on a string here. Wayne Dubs, thank you for tuning in. Always supporting.
The 4-pin for Ben. His first shot in the 10th. And a strike for Chase McVicker. His first of the 10th, 4th in a row.
Just looking, I don't think we have scores yet from first game.
Chase McVicker, that one did leak a little bit to the right. Gonna get a 6 count. Clean that up. Call it 235. Michael Vitale for 205. He's got it. Chase gets 3 out of those 4 he left. So that'll be a 234 game for Chase McVicker. Nice game. Ben Lapointe in front of me finishes with a 209. Four pin. Falling forward for Israel Potter. His second of the 10th. On a string of them.
Here we go, Reiner Reyes up on 25. Oh,
9 in a row.
Not lucky there. Working on a 290 pace for Reiner.
And the back 7 for Israel Potter. That'll give him a 246 game.
Hold that one.
So 278 with the spare.
Yep, still a fantastic game for him. Let's watch Tyler Loudon try and pick this up. And we'll click over to the high end for a minute. It's 278 for Reiner. Let's head back here to the high end and see what kind of scores we got. Looks like Matisse Bibeau is on a decent game. I think he's going to be in the 230s, 237, with a spare of this and strike. Yeah, that's what that is, 217, yeah. Spare and strike for 237.
Blanchette continuing to have some struggles here. He's looking for a strike for 148. We got scores.
We got scores, all right.
Blanchette is sitting in 7th, so obviously that's the game he's going to want to forget and bounce back from.
Okay, let's bring this up here. I'm gonna make sure it's all in there. Okay. There we go. So still leading the way, Graham Faw, Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich, Darren Alexander, Israel Potter, and Tyler Lee.
And on your ladies' side, we have Tiffany Griffith, Mayen LaChapelle, Jade Cote, Orina Chinhalas, Felicia Wong, and Kristen Jolly. So you see Kristen Jolie fell a few spots there, and Jade Cote made the jump up with her big start.
Yeah. Yeah, and then on the women's side, so currently there are 15 women ladies bowling after this squad cutting to the top 12. So unfortunately, there's going to be 3 ladies falling out. Not as big as the men. So we're currently at 37 men. We'll be cutting to 12 as well. So like we mentioned at the start of the chat, at the start of the video, those bowlers that were in, 33rd to 37th, mathematically there was no way they could make the top 12. So they're just fighting for that position, those bragging rights to get all the way up there. The top 12 have really pulled away from everybody else. Just the math on that is, it is what it is.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so be sure, check the link at the top of the chat. Click that, it goes to the exact same thing I was just showing you. You can click there. How's Tiffany doing here?
I'm about halfway through the game here. She's coming off of a split her last frame, and she's bouncing back with a strike.
Yeah, Karen, the results, they're pinned at the top of the chat.
Strike for Jade Cote for a double. Keeping things rolling.
I'm just gonna pop down here to the high end really quick after we see that. Maya, okay. Because we got a couple people finishing up here. I'm not sure who was who. Maybe the bottom there was Sly.
203?
203 for Sly. Okay.
Samantha Cirillo. Strike.
Yeah, so we have our unofficial stats man in the chat, DJ Rose. Tiff is 176 clear, Graham is 113 now. So it looks like our leaders are pulling away a little bit. But definitely in the lead up there.
Yep, can't see. It's gonna be pretty tough for Graham and Tiff to lose those top spots, but the rest of our bowlers are trying to sneak into that top 12 so they can come back tomorrow and fight for their chance on Team Canada.
Yeah. And if you have been following along, we have been starting around 9:45 a.m. Tomorrow is different. Tomorrow is an early start at 7:45 a.m. We will be here bright and early. I will be here at like 6:30-ish. Kurt's like,
I'll see you there.
Why are you looking at me like that? But yeah, it's an early day. Have to get things done, have to get the finals over with, and have to get people out of here.
Yep, so if you're wanting to join us for that, don't just set the reminder bell on the video. Be sure to set an alarm.
Yep. Because that's going to be the exciting one, is that the top 12, you know, shooting for that top 6 spot to make the Team Canada on the men's and the women's side. Always exciting. There's definitely going to be some action. Chris Lemon saying, so I'm going to have to miss that one, guys.
Well, Chris is also now living on the West Coast.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so an 8 a.m. for us is kind of like a 5 a.m. for him.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and that's difficult. I know there are quite a few bowlers from BC here. You know, with the time change of 3 hours, that is not ideal. I know. Unfortunately, that's what it is. If you guys on the West Coast do want to get up and watch, we're going to be here.
Yep. Ryan Barker's going to wake up to join us, right? If you're still in the chat, let us know if we'll see you here.
Yeah, or like you say, maybe catch the end, or it's always going to be archived on there. You can just go back, start watching it from the front, even skip through some of the stuff, see what's going on.
Certainly, or you could always just join us for the step ladder final, concluding after the 6 games tomorrow morning.
All right, we're going to come back to the women here in a minute. Hit a little, whoa, that's a weird leave for Sam Cirillo. It just deflected off of there. Left of, what is that, 4? 2, 2, 4, 5, 7, 10. Weird leave and getting that 8 pin out of there. Don't know how that happened. All right, let's come back. So this is going to be game 3 for our men. Those women are still on game 2. I think I'm going to step away for a quick minute, and I will be back shortly.
Oh yeah, I believe it. I watched everyone throw 8,000 strikes down here.
Okay, and we're back.
Yeah, we flipped you down here to the women as they were concluding their game 2. Still have a few bowlers here. Ava Conway, her last shot in
And
the 10th.
Maya Conway.
And Amaya Conway on the other lane. Gonna pick up this baby split. So 201 for Ava.
Hard way? Yep.
Not textbook, but effective.
Okay, let's come back. We'll update you on what she shoots. Come back here up to the high end.
Chase McVicker. His mom's been watching all day. Wonderful shot.
And it looks like
double for him.
Looks like with the lane skip, we are hitting bowlers multiple times. We might not see some bowlers until the last game because they're only skipping. They're moving to the next pair of the last game.
We have yet to see Darren Alexander.
I think he's on this pair.
Oh, okay.
I think. I see orange pants
Jared
down there.
Lusa. Jared Lusa closed the last shift with a big game to keep himself alive. Shout out to him. He's worked very hard to get to where he's at. Hasn't been bowling very long. He just started really getting into it around 2021, 2022. Just jumped on the two-handed style and is having some success.
Yeah, Reiner Reyes has really got a good look with that red ball.
That one jumped up on Chase. Going with a bit of a double split there. The 3-4-7-10.
Yeah, here we go.
Just got to make the baby split and hope for the best. Here's Darren Alexander. He's working on a double. Riding that gutter. Yeah, never made its way back. A lot of excitement happening right in front of us. Adam Joden fist pumping every one of his shots. It's on 5 in a row now.
Good pickup for Darren. DJ says Darren missed left on that one. I don't know.
There wasn't many boards right for him.
Oh yeah, can't play that dark brown board.
Yeah, the gray board don't hook.
Okay, I think what we're gonna do, watch Jared Lusaw throw this. Then we're gonna come back in front of us and bounce around a little more than usual. A little bit light. All right, let's come back in front of us, see what's going on here.
Michael Moskowitz Jr. Yeah, a couple pins push up against that 7, but it stays standing.
Yeah, says it might hook if that board wasn't cupped. Yep. I don't know though. You hit that purple hammer with maybe 50 grit.
Get it to hook right out of there.
Get it to hook right out.
I think it's dead ball at that point, but could give it a try. Okay, Tyler Lee. A lot of people watching earlier for him. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, it wasn't on camera. He's probably going to yell at me for mentioning this, but in the 7th frame, he picked 3 off the left. I don't know exactly what happened. I didn't see it happen. I just saw the aftermath. He might have hung up in the ball or something and picked 3 off the left, and then he put it in the pocket on the spare ball, and it Tenpin didn't get out. But he'll still be on a 2:29 pace right now. Adam Joden up on 26 on 5 in a row.
Purple hammer. There it is. See? He's loving them. He's fired up.
Yeah, so DJ believes that Michael Moskin's Costco burger jersey beats Darren's orange pants. Michael Moskin, his jersey yesterday was the highlight of the chat. Everybody loved it. Kurt here went and asked him what it is. So he actually works at Costco, and he said he likes burgers and he likes money. So he's got the burger with the money behind it. And
yeah, I don't see his old spare ball. He must have replaced it, but he used to have a spare ball that had a burger on it. It was one of those Visiballs with an image of a burger. It's kind of his thing.
yeah, DJ must have missed that in the chat yesterday.
Okay, so Tyler Lee. Oh, can he get it? No. 4 fell, leaves the 9 pin. His first shot at the 10th. But on the left side of your screen, Adam Joden stepping up in the 10th frame, working on a 6-bagger. And is that a 5 pin? Yep.
He might have been slightly off spot. Something hit it. Looks like Tyler Lee's running down. He's grabbing another ball for his fill shot. Yeah, Ryan Trussler here up on 28. Does not get the 7 out. Lucas Lassard. What's he got there?
Yeah, he's got 203 in the 9th. He's got a spare here in the 10th, so he's looking to finish out with a 223 on the strike. Joden picked up his 5 pin. Here's his final shot, 247. Gets him to go. So that 247 for Adam Joden. Great game. Lassard crosses over.
Brooklyn for 223.
For 209, Tyler Lee gets them all.
That looked like a ball change as well for the fill shot.
Yep.
Matisse Bibeau. Looking to go off, let's see, 44, 74, going off for 2-0. Okay, so if you do check that link that's pinned up at the top of the chat, we do have scores updated after 20 games, which would be 2 from this squad. Graham Fabre, Francois Lavoie, Nicholas Blagojevich, Darren Alexander, Israel Potter, and Reiner Reyes.
And on the ladies' side, you have Tiffany Griffith, Jade Cote, Mei-Yen LaChapelle, Orina Chin Halas, Felicia Wong, and Christian Jolly.
Yeah, and on the men's side, those ones that are just inside that top 12 cut line, we're looking at Ben Lapointe, Chase McVicker, Alexander Garreau. Adam Joden is about 50 pins out of the cut right now, and he just had 247. So he's floating that cut line right now. And Francois Nicolas Amai Martel is about 70 pins out. So he's got a little bit of ground to make up. We don't know what he's shooting. But there is looking like a pretty good gap there.
Yep.
And on the women's side, looks like it's going to be Stephanie Vitero, Alexandra Claire, and Taylor Strickland going for that into the cut line between those three ladies. Ava Conway, it looks like she's about 84 pins out. So that's going to be tough to make up. So I think on the women's side, those are the three ladies we're going to be keeping an eye on is Stephanie Vitero, Alex Ann Auclair, and Taylor Strickland. Did you just switch to the ladies
I
here?
did just switch because they are all just wrapped up in front of us.
Okay,
We want to jump down to the high end if they're running.
Yeah, let's.
Great shot, Alexandra Claire.
Okay, let's actually head up to the high end here. They're finishing up the 10th frame on this pair.
Clapping it out, Chase McVicker.
It's tough to read some of these scores now.
Yep. Chase got the first one there in the 10th for a double. Looks like he has 122 in the 8th. So he's looking to have a strong finish to salvage 180 here.
And Darren got that a little left of the last one we saw, and that one went right through the nose. Yeah, DJ, and Christine Johnson is just out of that top 6 cut line. We're kind of right now focusing on the top 12 for this, but obviously that top 6 is where you want to be at the end of tomorrow's shift. Lots of close scores here. Okay, a little bit of a struggle there for Chase. Let's see what's Reiner got.
Yeah, that's 169 for Chase McVicker.
Yeah, is that a 120 in the 8th?
Yeah, 128 maybe?
Yeah, we look pretty funny here looking at the screen.
Yeah, we're leaning in to see our screen, but we're just leaning into the camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I should bring like a 50-inch TV and set it up right in front of us. That would make things a little easier.
Okay, so Darren Alexander, 213.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to watch them finish off on this channel here, and then we're going to head back down to the ladies because the ladies are slightly behind. There looked like some confusion with the lane skip. And it took them a few minutes to figure that out. It's a good shot from Jared Lusaw.
Yeah, just wrapped the 10 there. There's the last shot from Rayner. So he lost his footing a little. It's gonna be a 175.
My hands are freezing.
I keep them out of my pocket.
Yeah,
here.
tomorrow's going to be a hoodie day. Okay, can you talk about how many pins are between the people near the number? So if you do click the link at the top of that chat, it will take you to the standing sheet. They do have the cut lines at the 12 mark. And you can see all the scores there. But yeah, on the men's side, it looks like we're going to be keeping an eye on possibly Ben Lapointe, Chase McVicker, Alexander Garreau, and Adam Joden. Possibly Francois Nicolas Mai Martel as well. Mathis Bibeau. Sly Young is 76 out.
So that was a 2:07 game. Jared Lusaw.
Yeah, Jeff, and here, look at the weather tomorrow. It's supposed to be 60 out here in Windsor. It's going to be like a spring day tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll probably still wear a hoodie anyways. It's better than -20 and 10 feet of snow.
Most certainly. But we all know that's just going to be our little fake spring.
Yeah.
And we're still going to get some wicked snow coming in February.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to come back down here to the ladies.
Kristen Jolie picks up her spare. Now we have Christine Johnson on a strike here in the 5th frame.
Yeah, so I'll just go over the numbers for you really quick there. So currently, Ben Lapointe is at 40-46, Jace McVicker 40-42, Alexander Garreau 40-38, Adam Joden 39-88, Francois Nicolas Mai Martel is 39-67. So those are kind of the ones we're keeping an eye on there for that top 12 cut line. That could change if someone a little lower throws a big game, you never know. And on the ladies' side, we're going to be looking at Maya Conway with 37.83, Sam Cirillo 37.53, and then there's a little bit of a gap there to, no, actually the ones we're keeping an eye on is Stephanie Vitero 36.77, Alexandra Claire 36.75, and Taylor Strickland 36.63. Those 3 ladies are really close for that top 12 spot, with only one of them going to be making it anywhere.
And here is Steph Vitero. That was a great shot. Strike for her.
Have a minute. Got to give a shout out to Guillaume from Lufa Bowling Distribution and Lexer Software for running all the scores here this tournament, manually inputting them and making sure we've got them. The CTF crew and Guillaume have been working their butts off to get those scores.
Yeah. Thank you to the staff here at REVS Rose Bowl for making sure the tournament runs great. Haven't had any breakdowns, and they're quick with deadwood and everything, so thank you to the host center. Oh, what a great spare right in front of me. Yeah. Off camera from Nicholas Blagojevich, 2.48.10. Spare for Tiffany Griffith. Had the 9-pin sleeping. Got them all out.
Yeah, so Tiffany, current leader overall on the women's side. Felicia Wong up here on 18, currently sitting in 5th.
Another good spare on lane 27 in front of us.
Yep.
Jordan Crosker just picked up the 4.9. Strike for Tiffany Griffith.
Here to Alex Ann. Watch her throw one more, and then we'll come back to our men here in the middle. And the men are now in game 4. Nice shot from Alex Ann. Okay, so we've got Jared Lusaw again. Darren Alexander again. So yeah, they're coming from that way. They're on the right side, going that way, and then they're on camera twice in a row.
Yeah.
Matisse Blanchette. A little bit high 4-pin. Jordan Crosby, little high 4, or was it, yeah, 4-9. Through the nose last time, picked it up. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
Looks good.
And wrap 10.
Pretty good pair here. We also have Francois Lavoie. Appears to be throwing an attention star S2.
He let that one down really early. I don't know if he dropped it or if that was intentional. But he's currently sitting in 3rd place overall. Trying to make the team again.
Here's Carson Warren. Where is Blanchette? He was 7th. And then, okay, he only dropped 1 spot. So he's still in a healthy spot.
Yeah, so if you are just tuning in, this is the top 50%. We had 3 shifts of qualifying before this. And then after this top 50% shift, they will cut to the top 12 men and top 12 women.
And then we will resume action bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Hope you're ready to join us at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, it's going to be an early one. And probably the most exciting shift because you're fighting for that top 6 spot to secure your spot on Team Canada.
Strike for Croskery. Darren Alexander follows suit. He does. Francois Lavoie, left side of your screen on lane 25. Gets them all this time. And Nicholas Blagojevich. The strikes are starting to roll now.
head back to our women here as they're wrapping up game 3.
You can watch Tiffany Griffith here, right side of your screen, working on a double, first shot of the 10th. Gets them all down. There's Lauren Mink.
Yeah, so who was I seeing on our women's side? So we're looking at Stephanie Vitero, who's coming up on 17. Alex Ann Auclair, who is on there as well, and Taylor Strickland. Taylor is not on camera view right now.
Here's Steph Vitero. Comes high. And herself to 3, 9, 10.
Nice shot from Alex Ann. Trying to see what she's on a roll. Looks like she's on about a 2:30 pace, I think.
There's Christine Johnson, 9th frame.
That hit hooked and then stopped. Definitely a weird lead.
4, 5, 7.
So I think was that. Oh, Tiff hasn't thrown her last shot here. I'm wondering if maybe she's ball changing. It looks like she has grabbed another piece for the fill shot. And flat 10. I think she's going to be 223 on that one.
That is 244. Well, 223.
223 for Tiff, so she's going to maintain her lead. And we're looking here at Steph Vitero. Okay, which one was Alex Ann?
She finished last, right? 244. All those scores are big there. 225, 228, 223, 244.
Yeah, so it looks like Alex Ann was because she had 9 spare, yeah, 244. And what's Steph Vitero on?
Steph Vitero is coming off an open frame. She has 131 in the 9th. Looking to strike out here for a 161.
Okay, so Alex Ann is going to jump ahead of Steph Vitero. And we don't know what Taylor Strickland shot.
Flat 10.
Okay, let's come back. Where were we? We're in front of us. Let's go to the high end. And we've got Graham Fa again.
Can't do that. Bounced out of the gutter to make his spare.
Chad Hauser.
Yeah. There's Graham Fa.
Same ball.
Yep. And 6 in a row now.
Okay, so who were the men that we were keeping an eye on near the cut line? So we were looking at
Joden and Garreau. Garreau is just off camera to our right, bowling on the same pair as Joden now. They're both having quite good games.
yeah, I mean, really, Matisse, I mean, really from 8th down, there's 5, 6, there could be 7 or 8 bowlers we're going to need to keep an eye on for the men. And what we are going to do at the end of this squad is we are going to stay live until we get that word of who the top 12 cut is, because if there's a roll-off again, I don't want to have to go live and miss all the viewers again. So we'll definitely stay live at the end to confirm the top 12 men and top 12 women. Good pickup from Ben Lapointe. So that ends his streak.
Here's Francois Nicholas, my Martel, one of those bowlers watching that cut line. He's currently in the 14th position.
Yeah, currently in 14th at the end of the 2 games of this squad. He was about 71 pins back. Seen some of these bowlers multiple times. Unfortunately, that's just the camera position and the lane skip. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs up that feed and support the gentlemen, I guess that would be us, who have given all the in-game action. We also have to thank CTF for bringing us in to do this. This is our home center here at REVS Rose Bowl, so it is a lot easier than having to drive 9 hours to Montreal, like we're probably going to have to do next year.
Yep, if they will have us back, we'll love to bring you the action again next year.
Yep. We just have to figure out the travel logistics of it.
Fresh Diet Pepsi.
So what was the coffee total? Was it 2?
We had 2.
Yep. So
we're on a second diet soda now.
It was the under. I think Zach was proposing 5. Graham 8 pins. All right, let's come back to this pair in front of us. See who got someone on a roll here. I think it might be Matisse Blanchette.
It is actually Jordan Croskery.
Is it Croskery?
Yep, won 6 in a row.
Yes, you are correct. Zach's back. He said 2 such rookie numbers.
Yep, that's why I'm yawning, because I had rookie numbers. I think if I would have got to 5, I'd still be full of energy. But I feel it coming back. They put caffeine in these diet sodas. All right, Jordan Croskery, 10th frame on 6 in a row. That one looks a little left of, all right, maybe I spoke too soon. Beautiful shot.
See, it just takes one comment to bring everybody back into the chat with Zach and JR Pro Shop.
Yep.
Need to know who else is lurking in there. I wish that
Well, it's good to see Ryan back in the chat. He didn't answer my question from earlier. Are you going to join us tomorrow morning? It's going to be, I think, about 5 a.m. your time.
4:45 if you want to catch the announcements.
Yeah.
He'll probably be in the pro shop drilling. Yeah, Zach says he's at 5 coffees by 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need to reach out to who's a good coffee maker.
I don't know.
Need a coffee sponsorship. Nestle.
Maybe you should drink Maxwell House.
Maxwell House, Nabob. Work on it. Get that coffee sponsorship for the PBA. It's like dude wipes. Coffee and dude wipes, a pair that go together.
And Jordan Croskery finishes his game 257. Great game there for Jordan Croskery.
Okay, so the men's side is updated. Graham's still leading the way. Click that link at the top of the chat. So we do have a little change here around the 12th position. We've got Adam Joden in 10th. Well, he's close too here. Let's go. Man, from 8 down. So 8, Matisse Blanchette, 9th, Alexander Garreau, 10th, Adam Joden, 11th, Ben Lapointe, 12th, Jordan Croskery. Jordan's at 42.25. Just outside of the cut, Chase McVicker, 42.11. So he's only 14 pins back. Sly Young is another 14 back of Chase McVicker. And Matisse Bibeau is another 30-something behind him. So it looks like we're going to have to keep an eye on Matisse Blanchette, Alexander Garreau, Adam Joden, Ben Lapointe, Jordan Croskery, Chase McVicker, and Sly Young.
Well, we did just see Jordan Croskery shoot a 257 game.
Yeah,
so that'll help him there.
That's going to bump him up. And here we go again with the Sly. Last year, Sly was in the exact same position and actually bumped up into the cut when another bowler we didn't notice did not have a so good game. And Sly, took that 12th position. So Sly's in the hunt again.
Off camera to my right, Matisse Bibeau is going to get all 3 in 10th for a 175 game.
Okay, so he's currently sitting 15th, and he's about, let's see,
Joden
70
just
pins
shot
back.
226. Joden had already moved up to 10th, so 226 helps him as well.
I think what we'll do you have a pen on you?
Yes.
Maybe what we'll do is start coming up into the next game. We'll start making some notes on these and try and beat the official word so we can at least bring you some idea. Yeah, Chris, thanks for the shout out. Support us. Kurt has his YouTube channel. I have mine. Mine is Strike On Bowling. Yeah, I stream league nights. I stream some of the youth tournaments. We have our own tournaments. And my last league stream, yeah, I actually did throw an 800 on the stream. My first ever. Been close many times. Always choked, if you want to say, and then ended up locking that one up. Very excited to do that.
Very cool to do it on stream too.
Yeah. Phase 2 Pearl, goat ball for me. I haven't thrown anything other than that ball since it was released. I think I'm averaging about 240 with it here. I mean, it is a house shot on league, but it's one of those balls for me. It's probably going to order another one, put it in the closet for a later date.
So Darren Alexander got away with a weird hit on his last shot. Here he is, 227.
Looks like a better shot. He got out of that purple urethane out the gutter, and was that his fill?
Yep.
Okay.
So 227 for Darren Alexander. Here's Carson Warren on the left side of your screen, working on a 5-bagger. First ball of the 10th. That one doesn't get back. Leaves most of the bucket, no 4-pin.
And let's see where Carson is.
He's got him 34th, so it's gonna be maybe a little bit too far back to make up those pins.
Oh yeah,
But it doesn't mean he can't have a strong finish and improve his place in the standing.
Okay, so our ladies score are up after 21. Click that link at the top of the chat. The ladies that we had our eye on here.
Alex Ann did move in and pushed out Stephanie Vitero. Taylor Strickland still on the outside looking in. Pins back, is she? It's about 6.
Yeah, so
40?
30. So Taylor Strickland is about 57 behind Alex Ann O'Clair. And Steph Vitero is another 36 behind Taylor Strickland. So Steph Vitero has a little ways to make up here.
Jared Lusaw, there's the last shot. Yeah, we're gonna watch Jared.
Was that his last?
Yep, that's 167 for Jared.
All right, let's head back down here to our ladies.
We also had a 2:30 game there from Francois Lavoie on that pair. Or no, sorry, that was Carson Warren's score, 2:30.
Yeah, so on the leading side, Graham Foss still in the lead. He's got a good lead over Francois Lavoie. Tiffany Griffith, her lead is shrinking a little bit. She's about 50, 40, 47 pins ahead of Jade Cote with 3 games to go for the ladies.
So Conway on a double, throwing what looks like a RSTX3 roto grip.
So the ladies that we're going to be keeping an eye on here, I think, are going to be Maya Conway, Alex Ann O'Clair, and Taylor Strickland. You know, Taylor is currently, what did I say, 57 pins out of the cut.
So it looks like we should have all of them on the stream here in this game.
Yeah.
Maya Conway, Taylor Strickland. You see Steph Vitero there on the right.
I think we're just missing Alex Ann.
Yeah. Yeah, slides
We
by.
might, depending on this game for Steph Vitero, we might be bringing her back into the conversation as well. I don't think she had a good, I think she struggled last game. Yeah, 149. So she's got to put together a better game here. That was a better shot. If she keeps doing that, we're going to be talking about her next game back in the mix. Yeah, so our men are starting game 5. Yeah, this pair on 19 and 20. Seeing quite a few strikes out of these ladies.
Oh, wow. Good shot from Sam Cirillo. But the 7 remains. There's Felicia Wong with the strike.
Yeah, so Felicia's currently sitting in 8th overall. .169 last game, so she's looking to put together a little better game here, move back up that ladder into that top 6.
Stephanie Matero on the double. Needs to keep it rolling. It looks pretty good, and it is. Taylor Strickland. And that one comes a bit high. Leaving the 3, 6, 9, 10. I know, Maya Conway. In the split.
Yeah, so the ones on this lane, like I say though, if Stephanie Vitero keeps it up this game here, what's Taylor got? She's got 3 spares, 2 strikes, and open. So that might open the door a little bit for Stephanie Vitero to gain some ground on her again, but Stephanie and Taylor are currently just outside the cut line. On our men. We're going to come down to our men for a little bit. Okay, who do we have down here? Actually, let's
Ryan Trussler, Braden Dahl.
Yeah, let's come back here. Sly Young. He's one of the ones that, like I said, we're going to be looking at him. He's just outside the cut, right on the bubble. So these men are in game 5.
I'm also keeping an eye on Chase McVicker. A few pairs over to my right.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got a couple splits so far through 4 frames. He did spare the one in the first.
So we've got quite a few of our men that we're keeping an eye on.
Here's TJ Howard. I don't want to guess what ball he's throwing. I'll tell you this, the ball is older than some of our competitors this week.
Possible.
It is. Very famous ball. It's gold. It's an original IQ Tour Pearl. The gold ball. TJ Howard's throwing.
I like gold.
Gold member.
Yeah, so quite a few men we got to keep our eye on here.
One of those being Alex Garreau. He's right there. Goes through the face. Goes in the 6'10".
Yeah, so yeah, not a Rhino gold. That would be old. That's back when I was a teenager. That was one of my favorite balls.
I believe the IQ Tour Pearl originally released in 2012. And we are now in 2026, so 14-year-old ball.
Okay, where's Rowan Squire? I don't think he's in contention. No, 35th.
Does Rowan have a chance to make that youth team? How many youth bowlers were left in the men's side? So
I think Rowan's going to be out.
Yeah, Joden, McVicker, and Bebo currently the top 4.
Yeah, so the top 4 youth currently: Reiner Reyes, Adam Joden, Chase McVicker, and Matisse Bebo. And knocking on that door is Francois Nicolas Martel. He's right, how is he, 19 pins behind Matisse for that final spot on the youth team.
Garreau frustrated. Can't get that 10. Sorry, 8 pin. Oh, Josh Dupont saying he still has one of those gold balls still in his bag. Yeah, he'll never get rid of that thing. Yeah, he bought it upon release, and he's still throwing it.
Yeah, OG thumb slug and inserts from 2012. DJ says he'll put new grips.
Yeah, you might need some new grips in that thing. That never hurts.
Yeah, so Sly's having a little problem on this right lane getting that 10 pin out. Yeah, Dupont said if it's not broken, don't fix it. I agree.
I agree. Oh, wow. And a 9 pin for TJ Howard. All right, let's see if Alex Garreau can get on something here. Made a ball change, and looks like that was a good choice. Sly picks up his spare. He's going to be looking to get the 10 out on that lane next time. Only strikes on 27.
Yeah, and Garreau is going to be one of those ones we're keeping an eye on for this top 12 cut line, currently sitting in 9th. All right, let's see what's happening on the high end.
On the high end, looks like we have Francois Lavoie. Shooting the spare, can't get the 9 out. Here's Graydon Dahl on a double. Not that time.
I think this is the first we've seen of Walls Jr. in this squad, at least. Currently sitting 20th. He's going to be a little too far out of the cut as well.
Daniel Kwan.
Daniel's had a good tournament as well, currently sitting 21st.
Crosses over for the strike there.
Nice shot from Ryan Trussler. Stay here for a minute, and then we're going to head back to our ladies as they finish off their game. Looks like Francois a little frustrated. He just 4-7 gave a little head shake again. strikes going on over here. Darren Alexander, front 5, and Jared Lusoff, front 5. Just off camera to the right of us. If something develops there, we'll definitely turn it over. All right, let's head down to our women, who they're just finishing up game 4, right?
I believe so. They're just
yeah, because they're behind. We're almost a game behind on the ladies. Is that 198? Jad Cote's still working on a 250 pace. What is that? 98, 18, 248 pace.
Seven pin for Felicia Wong.
And Judd is knocking on the door of Tiffany Griffith's lead. I don't think, or we do have Tiffany on here.
Yep. She's working on a double.
Okay. What are we looking at max score for her?
She got 95 in the 6th, and the double in the 7th and the 8th.
215 pace. And not now, 2-0 pace. Okay, so we'll see how Jad Cote finishes this off, but she's approaching on Tiffany Griffith pretty quick. And Steph Vitero looks like she had an open. It's like 180. She can go off for 210. Hit it.
10 stands.
Yeah, 200 with a spare and a strike for Steph. Taylor Strickland struggling a little bit. That looks like a 144 in the 9th, so she can go off 174. So Taylor's got 40 pins up on Stephanie Vitero. Good spare.
Strickland crosses over there. She's going to leave a 5-pin. She'll look to pick it up for 164.
Yeah, so Steph's going to gain a few pins on there.
We're going to finish it out here for a 201. She will finish with 200 flat.
Yeah, and Taylor was still, what was that, 40? 57 pins out of the cut. So depending on what Alex and Eau Claire had bowled, it's going to be tough for these ladies, for Taylor Strickland and Stephanie Vitero to make it into the cut. Not saying anything is impossible. It's just going to be a challenge between those two ladies to, it depends what Alex Ann does as well.
Jad Cote. So we're going to have a big game here.
Oh, she's still finishing up.
Yeah, that was her first shot of the 10th. Yeah, she can strike out for 248.
248. what was Tiffany at? So she was what, 44.9 spare. She's going to be in the 190s, possibly.
Yeah, looking to finish out for 194. She can get all three in the 10th.
Okay, with that, I don't know if Jod's going to take over the lead. If she doesn't, they're going to be pretty even.
So Tiff had over 100-pin lead, safe of second, and that has been eaten into by Jod Cote. They're going to be neck and neck for that #1 spot.
Yeah. Well, Jod Cote is currently leading the squad 254, 234, 235.
That'll do it right there. It's an
Yeah.
incredible set. 241 average for her first three.
Okay, who haven't we seen in a while? The guys in front of us?
Yeah. Yeah, last we checked in with these guys.
All right, let's
about
come
4
here.
frames in, I think.
Yeah, they're in game 5. So the men are basically a full game ahead of that pair of ladies. Still have Darren Alexander working on 279 pace.
He's up in the 9th frame now. And he gets it. So Darren will be stepping up in the 10th looking for 279. TJ Howard's also having a pretty good game here.
Yeah, looks like Sly still has got those 9 spares. He's got to knock down as many pins as he can.
TJ gets the first.
Yeah, we'll head down to 39 in a minute. We're there finishing. We'll watch Sly throw his ball. We'll watch head down to our other pair there.
That was good.
Got the 10 out. All right. Let's head up here because they are finishing up that game. I'm not sure who is who. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Israel is on the bottom. Yeah, he was just going up there on the left.
Yep, he got an 8 count on his last ball. So that will give Israel Potter a 256 game.
Okay, men's scores are updated after 22 games. Click the link at the top, check it out. We're not screen sharing it just because we don't want to cut off all the action here. So I'm looking here. 10th place, Adam Joden, 44.61. Matisse Blanchette in 11th, 44.50. 12th, Chase McVicker bumped up. He's currently in that top 12 cut line with 44.28. 10 pins behind him. Sly Young in 13th, 44.18. Ben LaPointe, 44.11. And then there's about 70 pins between 15th. So we're going to be looking at Ben LaPointe, Sly Young, Chase McVicker, Matisse Blanchette.
Ben LaPointe dropped there big time.
Yeah, Adam Joden possibly. So I think we're going to be looking at 6 bowlers here on the men's bubble.
Yeah, Chase jumped in and Ben fell out that game. On lane 29, you can see the lane on camera here. You won't be able to see the bowler too much. There he is. Here's his second shot of the 10th. Darren Alexander needs 1 more strike for 279. And The only blip is the 9 spare in the 6th frame.
And I wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure what he left.
Me either.
But so far, Darren is the lone 300 of the tournament.
Looks like he's throwing a track stealth mode.
Okay, so here goes Darren for 279. All right, nice shot.
Way to go, Darren.
Hey, one of the bowlers we're keeping an eye on here is Sly Young, coming up here on 28. So Sly, currently he's only 10 pins out of that cut number, chasing down Chase McVicker.
He is having himself a clean game here. He's going to want to put some strikes together. He's up in the 10th frame on a double. That one may be too far right. It is. I've seen Sly make this already this event, so I know he can do it.
Yeah, things are starting to get interesting. Yeah, and obviously with the ladies being a game behind, we're going to be waiting on their scores for a little bit. Yeah, no surprise, Graham Faw is currently the shift leader on the men's side. Currently our top 6 men, Graham Faw, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Nicholas Blagojevich, Israel Potter, and Tyler Lee. That's your top 6.
So that's a tough closeout 10th for Sly Young. He's going to finish with a 191 game.
Yeah.
And we'll have 1 game to go to get himself into that top 12. And he did that last year. We can see if he'll do it again.
All right, let's head up here. I'm not sure where Chase is.
Chase was...
Oh, he's right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they just cleared those scores, so I didn't see them. That might not have been his pair anyways.
I want to say he was on the pair that Ben's bowling on now, so yeah, I'm not sure what he finished that game with.
Francois Lavoie looks like he's looking for a 2-0. There's a 2-0-2. Yeah, 2-0-2 for Francois. Now, moving forward, we might not be talking about these guys up at the top too much. We're concentrating here on probably, looks like Alexander Garreau, Adam Jode, Matisse Blanchette, Chase McVicker, Sly Young, and Ben LaPointe. We'll watch them.
189 for Steve Walls.
Yeah, watch them round out their 5th game here on the men's side. Okay, so are these, now where are the ladies? They're just starting game 5.
And our men are starting game 6.
Okay, so I don't have to change the graphic when we go to our women. Oh, Daniel
Hands on
Kwan.
the head for Daniel Kwan.
It looked
And
good.
It was a pocket 10 pin, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Carson Warren finishing off here.
Pick that up.
Yeah, strike will be 190 for him.
So again, our bowlers are only going to shift 1 pair over from their previous game rather than skipping for the last game. So we will have Sly Young on the stream again. We can watch what he does as he's currently sitting 1 spot out of the number. He's taking the same path he took last year.
We also have Chase McVicker in sight. He's 2 pairs off camera, but we're able to see what he's got going on. And as soon as we get the updates for 23 games, I think we're going to do a little math, a couple notes, and maybe we'll try and figure out who's who and figure out this cut line before we get the official number. Jeff, you had us on mute.
That's rude.
That is rude. Yeah, talk about how instrumental Darren was for bringing the tournament to Windsor. Thanks again, Darren. Yeah, so Darren, obviously an active, long-time member of Team Canada, has been advocating to get this tournament here in his hometown here at Windsor at REVS, and it finally happened. And I mean, but also shout out to REVS, Jeremy and the crew, and everybody that works here for hosting.
Yep, for hosting and willing to shut down their leagues in the center to host us this week.
Yeah. And I mean, in my opinion too, it is a great layout of a bowling alley to host a tournament of this size. It has the nice lowered lanes and bowlers area, and it's got the raised spectator seating area.
Yeah,
and
keep everything
like that.
separate. And it's a big seating area, so you have enough room for all the equipment for all our athletes.
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to Darren for advocating for that. And it's been nice being here in our hometown, especially for us, getting to sleep in our own bed, drive 10 minutes to the bowling alley, and it's good. Okay, so let's come down here to our ladies who are just starting game 5 on this pair. The men are starting their 6th game. And we'll see if we can get, I'm just keep clicking refresh on those scores. Okay, the ladies' scores are updated. So Alex Ann O'Clair is currently sitting in 12th on that cut line with 41-12. 13th is Taylor Strickland with 40-26. So with 2 games to go, she's got to make up, 75, 80.
And Stephanie Butero is tied with Taylor Strickland.
Okay, so they're both tied. So Taylor and Stephanie need 2 big games here, game 5 and game 6, to stand a chance to do that, and they need to see Alex Ann O'Clair not do so well. Looks like she did have an open the first frame strike, 4-pin for Alex Ann. Ladies, they have to make up 86 pins in 2 games, which is going to be tough. But if you can string together 240, 250, and Alex Ann shoots 190s, anything is possible. Yeah, and I did not even look at the top there, but Jad Cote has taken over the overall lead from Tiffany Griffith.
7 pins.
Yeah, up 7 pins. And no surprise, Graham Fa is still leading the way. So our top 6 on our men: Graham Fa, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Nicholas Blagojevich, Israel Potter, and Tyler Lee. Top 6 on our women's side: Jad Cote, Tiffany Griffith, May Yen LaChapelle, Marina Chin Halas, Kristen Jolie, and Christine Johnston. just outside the top 6 is Felicia Wong. We're not so much focused on the top 6 right now. We're looking for that cut line in the top 12. So our men, I think if you want to write down maybe Adam Joden, Matisse Blanchette, Chase McVicker, Sly Young, and Ben LaPointe. I think those are going to be our 5 men near the bubble. Make sure you click the pinned link at the top of the chat. That will take you to Lexer, the current standings, men and women, after 22. Hopefully our men's scores after 23 are in shortly. They should be. Because our men are in their 6th and final game. This gets where it's really exciting.
Yep. This is where the pressure is the highest for all those bowlers he just named. Looking to grab those last couple spots for tomorrow.
That's the thing too, is we can do the math and keep an eye, you know, unless one of those bowlers up a little bit higher has a catastrophic failure of a game.
I don't think anything can really be too catastrophic. Once you get to Reiner, the separation is
yeah, because you look at
pins.
Alexander Goro has been pretty solid. Croskery's been solid. So we'll see. Joden, Blanchette, McVicker, Young, and LaPointe, I think, are going to be our 5 to keep an eye on.
5 guys fighting for 2-3 spots.
Yeah, and then as far as the youth goes, Reiner Reyes, Adam Joden, Chase McVicker, and Matisse Bibeau. That is the current lineup. Francois Nicolas Martel is about 30 pins behind Matisse, so that he could also bump up there for the youth team as well.
Yep, 34 pins back. Charles Antoine Bendo of Bibeau.
Okay, so Chase had a 182 game 5.
Okay, so we're still waiting on the update for that one. And then we'll make sure that I get these scores before they are updated of these 5 bowlers, so we can have results for you a little quicker, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a little easier looking at 5 or 6 bowlers. Last that 50% squad, we were looking at 12. Very tough with the amount of people in here and bowlers to try and run around and get those scores. All right, you want to come back? Okay, just let me hit this graphic here. Where are we going to go?
We could come
let's
back in front of us.
No, let's head down the other end, see what's Croskery. He's got to split it. Yeah, Andrew, we just flipped it over. Nice pickup from Jordan Croskery there. So he's the one, he's currently in the cut line. Just has to keep it clean. I did not put him on our list.
He is sitting up in 8th place.
Watch, yeah. He's currently up 60 pins off the cut. We'll have to wait and see once we get the update. Okay, we are updated after 23.
Okay. Okay, so maybe Jordan Croskery is on this list.
Okay, so what happened here? Ben LaPointe jumped up. Croskery went down. McVicker's in the same spot. Sly Young's in the same spot. Matisse Blanchette dropped out. Okay, so we're still... So put Adam Joden. Okay, so go Joden.
Yep.
46.55. Maybe just start a new list in order.
order.
Okay, yeah, in order. So we got Adam Joden, 46.55. Ben Lapointe, 46.45. Croskery, 46.25. McVicker, 46.10, and that's the current line. Sly Young, 1 pin behind. Young, 46.09.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, Blanchette, 46.06. So we've literally got 4 pins from 12th to 14th. So click the link at the top of the chat. You will see the men updated after 23. We are keeping an eye on that top 12 cut line. And then I think as soon as we start wrapping up, these guys in front of us are almost done.
Yep, they are starting in the 8th frame now on 27-28.
Israel throw here. Nice shot from Israel. All right, let's come back here because these guys are almost done. They're going into the 8th frame. And who do we have? Xavier Marie, Corey Forfeit,
Chad Hauser.
I don't think any of these guys are in contention for the cut line.
Nope, but we will have Sly Young on lane 26 coming up here. Sly has started his game strike spare.
Okay. Looks like, okay, where's Darren? Darren's on the top right.
Yep.
Chase looks like he's been clean so far.
Yep, strike spare, spare, strike. No, he missed a single pin in the 5th.
Okay.
And he had spare, and now he has another open frame. After a 5 count, he'll only get 4 on the spare attempt.
Yeah, Sly needs a string of strikes to get up there into 12th. He is currently 1 pin out of the cut. And
we can't look too far because Blanchette's right on his tail, only 3 pins back of him.
You know, and Matisse Bibeau, he's sitting in 15th, but he's 60 pins out.
I'm gonna have to make a run, I think, because Ben Lapointe and Blanchette are finishing their last game already.
All right, you go. Take a look. Okay, so Chase might be having a little bit of a struggle. Looks like he's had 2 opens. With him being the current cut line and having 2 bowlers chase him, he's going to have to take it off the sheet. He's 2 pairs off of the pair we're looking at right now. He's over on 31 and 2. Or, yeah, 31 and 2. Kurt just left us. He's heading down. He's already trying to get some tally. So we can hopefully bring you an unofficial cut. We're only following about 5 or 6 bowlers. that are in that cut line. See if Sly can pick up this spare. We'll head up to our high end for a second. Catch some Tyler Loudon. Tyler was in a roll off to make it into the cut. We did live stream that separately. If you want to watch, go check that out. Our ladies are a game behind. Israel Potter slaps it out and a fist bump. He's well within the cut as well. Looks like Francois Lavoie has found a little something as well. Let's come back to our ladies for a second. So our ladies are in game 5. So Alex Ann Auclair is one of the ones we are watching on stream. She's had a couple opens. 136.56. She's on a 180 pace. So depending on what Stephanie Vitero and Taylor Strickland do, that might close the gap on that 12th cut position for the ladies. I'm seeing some interesting numbers here.
Okay. I was up there looking for Adam Joden.
Yep.
Couldn't see where he ended up. Okay, so he's done too. So I don't know what he has. I'm not sure which pair he was on exactly. So what I got is Ben Lapointe 178.
Okay.
Matisse Blanchette 162.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's looking promising for Sly. If we can fill some frames here. Don't know what Adam Jordan did. Jordan Croskery we have on our other lives on a high end.
Yeah. Is that Adam talking to Bebo? To Matisse right there?
Yeah.
You want me to run down?
Sure, go for a little run. He'll go grab that score for me. And then we got Chase McVicker finishing up. So he makes a spare. Let's get him to 159. Chase McVicker can strike for a 169 finish. And he does. Chase McVicker finishes with a strike. That'll be a 169 game finish for him. Jeff's on his way back now. Hopefully has that score. As the ladies are going to finish up here. Our high end still only in the 7th and 8th frames. So we'll stay here for a little longer. What happened to Jeff? That's all right. So Alexander Claire with the strike. Christine Johnson on a strike. 10th here. Gets it. As Marissa Naylor also got her 2nd strike in the 10th. She's working on a string of them. Okay, Adam Joden, 212. And 169 for Chase McVicker. So we're still waiting on 2 scores as our bowlers finish. That'll be Sly Young and Jordan Groskery still bowling. And we'll do some calculations and see if we can figure out who's going to be bowling tomorrow to earn their spot on Team Canada. Okay, it's 269. 269 game for Marissa Naylor. Jeff's gonna do some maths. We're gonna watch Christine throw her last shot here, and then we will head down to the high end. Actually, we'll just come right back in front of me because Sly Young is up. It's his 8th frame, working on a double. And a big 4 for Sly. We said these guys on the bubble here haven't had 2 massive games. It's outside of Adam Joden with the 212. He was already sitting in the highest position on our board, so he's going to maintain, and we're going to have Adam Joden back in the morning.
Yeah, Joden's going to be in.
Just waiting on scores for Sly Young and Jordan Groskery. Here's Sly Young, going to get the count here in the 8th frame.
Let's
looking to
head down
finish
here.
strong. Jump down here.
Israel Potter, front 8.
Okay.
So far, right now, with the games we're seeing here, positions really haven't changed.
Okay.
It's going to come down to Sly
Jumping.
might jump in, and Jordan Groskery. What's Groskery got? Oh, he's struggling too.
What does the point have? 48?
Yeah, 48-23.
Groskery pushes the 10 over.
Yeah, it depends what Jordan does too.
Yeah, Jordan's looking to get all 3 in the 10th, but that is only going to get him to 178. That'll still be enough, I just imagine. I think the real question here is going to be, will Sly Young hop Chase McVicker?
Yeah, so someone had said there, 216 for Matisse Bibeau. That's not going to be enough for him to make a difference. Okay, what's Sly on over here? He's on that open.
Yeah, he's on that big 4. So looking to finish out 9th and 10th. He's got 138 in the 8th frame. So big finish here. Hopefully get him to 198.
Okay, let's, as soon as he steps on the approach, we're probably going to come back to him because we're watching on this pair Croskery and Israel Potter on his streak. I want to come back here to Sly. Sly is one of those ones that we're watching.
He's on 9th frame. And
Nice
beautiful shot
Sly.
for
Sly needed that one.
He's got his game face on. He's staying composed.
Now Reiner Reyes, Adam Joden, Chase McVicker, and Matisse Bebo are looking there.
So if Sly happens to pass Chase McVicker is still going to represent Team Canada as a
Just
youth.
in time to catch Israel's 9th. Whew.
Nice.
I was just thinking, I'm like, I wonder if he's up. I flipped it right in the delivery.
Can we end day 2 with our second 300 of the week? Here's Jordan Croskery. 10th frame, working on a strike. Really wants to finish out here. He can get to 178.
168.
Leaves the 2-pin. Take your time here, Jordan. Clean this up.
Yeah, and our women are just starting their last game, so we're going to stay here on the men for a little bit, and we're going to do the same for the women, try and get some scores on them, on Stephanie Vitero, Taylor Strickland, and Alexandra Claire.
Okay,
So-
Jordan picks up his spare. Ben Ashman throws a strike.
What does Crosby have there? I can't read it. Is that 10?
38 in the 9th, so 48 can shoot 158 with the strike. .158 for Jordan Croskery.
So out of the 6, we're getting 4 in, so it's all going to come down to Sly.
Yeah, what's going to happen is Sly may pass Chase McVicker. It's about the only action we're going to have now. Okay. Sly can finish 198.
Oh, Israel, there's 10.
10 in a row.
Here to Sly.
Oh, and he
9
knocked
pins.
it too. It just didn't fall down.
And is that his 10th frame?
And we're in his 10th frame, yep. That was the first ball.
Okay, we're back over to here. Israel Potter, he's on the front 10.
Oh. I'll get tell you. I'll get inform you about it.
Oh, no, we already know. Thank you, Daniel. Daniel was just going to let us know about Israel
he
Potter.
pulled it.
Yeah, whoa. Yep,
That's
that one
still
left.
going to be 288
No,
for
he's
Israel.
laughing it off. That's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's come back here to Sly.
Sly shooting his spare now.
What's he got if he finishes with a strike?
So if you can pick this up here, you can shoot 78.
If he does shoot 78, that's going to put him a few pins ahead of McVicker, because McVicker shot 169.
Does he need them all? How close is this?
They were 1 pin different, so he'd have to shoot 171
Okay.
to move ahead.
So we just need count from Sly. He's unaware. He's going to want them all here. And he's going to get 9.
So what's that going to put him at?
That's a 177 game. So, yeah, that puts him 7 pins ahead of Chase McVicker. So Sly Young is in. He will be bowling tomorrow, as long as our math is good. Yeah, unofficially.
Unofficially. So it looks like Joden is staying in, LaPointe is staying in. Sly, Croskery.
Oh, Sly.
Okay, hold on.
Over.
1, 2. Okay, we're getting 4 in. So it looks like Jordan Croskery is going to be the 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, so Sly just went up above Croskery. Croskery is 47.83, Sly's 47.86. And McVicker 47.79 and Blanchette 47.68. So unofficially, that's what we're looking at.
Wonderful. Okay, well.
Down to our ladies. So unofficially, Graham Faw, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Israel Potter, Nicholas Blagojevich, Tyler Lee, Reiner Reyes, Alexander Garreau, Adam Joden, Ben LaPointe, Sly Young, Jordan Croskery.
Yep. Stick around for the official numbers, but we do like to inform you guys on what may be happening. So we do believe we have some good scores. So unofficially, those are your 12 bowling tomorrow. And now we're watching the ladies as they begin their 6th game.
Yeah, fantastic run for Chase McVicker and Matisse Blanchette.
Yeah, congratulations to Chase McVicker making his first Youth Team Canada. Just 15 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah,
but
incredible.
This is the excitement. I love this squad. I love doing this. I love seeing who is it. And look at this, Sly. Same thing, you know, last time.
He's still looking a little disappointed. I don't think, you know, he really knows yet. He's still going to be waiting on those results.
Yeah, I mean, unless Alexander Garreau had a massively horrible game.
I gave him a smile and a thumbs up. So we're going to have to wait for those official results, but we're watching the ladies now. All the action.
Okay, so I'm waiting for
I'll
that.
write down these names now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that up down. So we were keeping an eye on Alex. Put Maya Conway, Alex Ann Auclair, Taylor Strickland, and Steph Vitero.
Can I just have the numbers for those? 4130.
Yeah, 4130, 4112, 4026, and 4026. We don't know what they shot their 5th game. We're waiting on that score update.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
because
once we have that update, then we'll
do that and chase those scores as well. But wow, on the men's side, pretty crazy. Here, hold on. Hey.
Okay.
So Alexander Garreau shot 214, so he's staying in.
Okay.
He did not have a massive meltdown the last game. So I'm pretty sure our scoring unofficial on the men's side is going to be correct. I think that's the only one that could have changed if he shot like a $140 or something like that.
Okay. Stayed out of trouble.
Okay, just got that updated for the women after game 5. Okay, so let's just do, we got Alex Ann Auclair 42.88. Or sorry, Maya Conway 43.57.
Yep.
Alex Ann Auclair 42.88. Taylor Strickland 42.39. And Stephanie Vitero is 41.43. So I think Steph Vitero is going to be out. So I think it's going to come down to, because what do we got? We've got 40, 50, 51 pins.
Yeah.
Between Alexanne Auclair and Taylor Strickland. Unless, and then too, I mean Maya Conway. If either Maya or Alexanne have a, oh, but Maya's up like 50, 60, 70 pins, so we just have to check on Alexanne Auclair and Taylor Strickland. But as of right now, it looks like Alexanne Auclair might be that 12.
Okay, we'll just watch those two scores.
And Jad Cote is lighting up this squad for the ladies.
Yes.
Once again, it looks like Graham Fa, leader on, oh, but Darren might have caught him for shift lead. We'll have to see when the scores come in. We weren't following them too much, been too involved in this cut line drama. Yeah, so we are just watching our ladies finish up. Okay, so we do have Taylor. Okay, who are we looking at again? We're looking for Alexanne and
Taylor Strickland.
We do have Taylor Strickland here on camera. Alexanne, is she on the close? Oh, she's on the far pair.
Are they on separate pair? I thought they were together.
No, I'm gonna go down. I think I'm gonna turn the camera towards that pair, and maybe we can keep an eye on that.
Okay. Yep. All right, he's gonna go adjust that camera so we can watch them. Hopefully we'll be able to see the screens and the scores. Patience while we adjust it here. So Alexanne Auclair looks like she's going to be up on lane 15. I can't make out the scores. Looks like she's working on a spare.
Yeah, so on that end pair, we've got Maya Conway and Alexanne Auclair and Taylor Strickland. So these two pairs are the three. I think Maya's safe though. Alexanne Auclair and Taylor Strickland are the two ladies that we're keeping an eye on. So it's a 49 pin difference. And no, we were just chatting with Sly Young there. Same situation for him last year in Montreal, but he's looking safe right now, according to our.
I was asking if he's officially in. I said unofficially.
Unofficially. Okay, so who are we looking here? I don't know who is who on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's really tough to read that far.
Yeah, the far one. And that pinkish color is horrible on my cameras. Yeah, someone's saying, is the sound off? Nope, the sound is not off. If you're having a sound issue, please refresh your browser.
Yeah, they're probably, when we were talking to Sly there, we had turned our mics off, but you still saw us in the corner.
Yeah, that might have been it. So Taylor Strickland, she is on the top right here on 18. And she has to beat Alex Ann O'Clair by 50.
Taylor Strickland leading 3-6-10. She was working on a strike. She's in the 7th frame. And she chops it. Taking the 3-6 off the 10.
Yeah, so 5th to beat her by 50 pins is going to be a challenge. She can only strike out.
And splits.
Yeah, well, Taylor can strike out for 204. That's if she goes off the sheet.
Yeah, not a chance I'm reading that. Does she have 84, Alex Ann O'Clair, in the 5th frame? That's what I think I'm seeing.
Yeah, so it looks like they're on about the same pace. Yeah, so unofficially, it looks like the standings are going to stay the way they are.
At least for who's going to be bowling tomorrow. Whether those list of names gets jumbled up, it's more than likely going to be those same 12 currently in that spot.
Yeah, and Alex Ann just has to stay clean.
Jordan Krauske in front of me. He's asking Sly some questions. He points at me and says, "The number?" Says, "I think so."
Yep.
Still waiting for those official results.
Are waiting.
Alex Ann O'Clair. There's a strike for her.
Yeah, Taylor Strickland just split left the 410, so I think that is going to
wrap it up for her.
Wrap that up.
Yep. 1-0 or nothing on the spare. You must know she needs it.
Yeah, so unofficially, the order might change of this, but it's looking like Jod Cote, Tiffany Griffith, May Yen LaChapelle, Marina Chinhalas, Marissa Naylor, Felicia Wong, Kristen Jolie, Christine Johnston, Lana Mink, Samantha Cirillo, Maya Conway, and Alex Ann O'Clair. Unofficially, I believe that is going to be your top 12 women.
Girls team will be Orina Chinhalas, Samantha Cirillo,
I'm just looking around.
Alex Ann O'Clair, and Ava Conway. Now, tomorrow, those top three, Orina Chinhalas, Samantha Cirillo, Alex Ann O'Clair, not only will be bowling to make the women's team, but they will be bowling to see who gets gold, silver, and bronze for that girls team. And on the boys team, Rainer Reyes, Adam Joden, Chase McVicker, and Matisse Bibeau. It looks like Chase McVicker will be our bronze medalist, and Joden and Reyes will be bowling for gold and silver tomorrow. along with their spot on the men's team on the line.
No DJ Rose in the house.
DJ shows up after talking with us all day in the chat.
Yep. Refresh. Okay, there we go. Official standings for the men. Click that link at the top. Graham Fa, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, Israel Potter, Nicholas Blagojevich, Tyler Lee, Reiner Reyes, Alexander Garreau, Adam Joden, Ben Lapointe, Sly Young, and Jordan Croskery. Round out your top 12 men. Our unofficial standings have become official.
Congratulations to all those men. Get ready bright and early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and unofficial, now it's official, but the youth team is going to be Reiner Reyes, Adam Joden, Chase McVicker, and Matisse Bibo. Great run from Chase. He just missed out on making the top 12 cut, but still a solid performance and still lands him a spot on that youth team.
Yes. Jordan Croskery just edging him out by 4 pins. Incredible run with Chase McVicker. He's an incredible young talent, and I'm excited to watch him for years to come.
Okay, I want to go down here too. Okay, so do you want to run around?
Grab Israel for you.
Yeah, go grab Israel for me. Israel Potter, that 287 last game, bumped him up over Graham Fa as the men's shift leader for this squad. So he's gonna run down, see if he can grab Israel. I'm gonna have a little chat with him on here, hopefully, so we'll bring that to you. Joe, what's going on, man? If you're just coming in, you have missed the action. We have our official standings for the top 12 men. We're just waiting on the ladies to finish off, and nothing's going to change on the ladies' end in that standings. What you see after 23 games, those 12 ladies, it's looking like they'll be the top 12 moving on after this game. But yeah, we had a nail biter of a finish down there between about 6-7 bowlers for that top 12, and Chase McVicker and Matisse Blanchette just missing out. I should also notice there Michael Vitale. Looks like he bumped up there. Matisse Bibo just missed out. Not far for the men either. Oh, okay. Hopefully he didn't leave because we need to do pictures. I don't know. Hop on here, Sly. Yeah, throw on a headset, so we couldn't find Israel Potter, so we got the next best thing. We've got Sly Young. Always a chat favorite. You always have people in there rooting for you, watching.
People watching?
Oh, yeah, the 900 Pro Shop guys, right?
Well, appreciate the support, guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, they're in there. So
I think I snuck in there.
Yeah, you did. And we were talking here when you weren't sure if we were in. We're like, yeah, and unofficially, you're our number, you know, or you bumped up at both Crosby. But the exact same thing happened to you last year in Montreal. I think it was a little more dramatic last year.
Yeah, I mean, it was easier to see the scores if you're a scoreboard watcher, because like myself,
yeah,
I saw the scores finish, kind of knew what number I needed to get to. Yeah. Big 4 in the 8th, but you know, kind of kept composure through the 9th.
Yeah.
10th just needed a mark, and then I knew I got a Chase, unfortunately by 1 pin, or he was ahead of me. So
yeah, got him by a couple pins and there. And
that was enough. So.
Yeah. So you're bowling out of, is it Kennedy Bowl in 900 Pro Shop?
Correct. That's where I'm from, Kennedy Bowl in Scarborough. Shout out to them. They let us practice all the time.
Yeah, that's good.
There's a couple of us that made the team or made the cut.
Yep.
As a team here right now, we got Tyler and Rainer as well, who's been bowling well all week. And Tyler's right now, I think, in the top 6 still. He was 6th last I checked.
Tyler Lee, yep.
And Rainer's right there, right behind him in 7th. So.
Yeah, so good showing from you guys. So what were you doing to prepare for this tournament coming in? You were saying.
They helped a lot by letting us bowl on all the patterns. So.
Yep.
Getting us prepared, bowling on anything other than house shot is usually always good practice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Being able to be exposed to that. So a lot of spare shooting. I think I'm happy to say that I'm 24 games clean from the 10.
Yep.
And I think I only missed 2 single pins for the week, maybe 3, can't remember. I'll check my pin pal.
Yeah, you stayed fairly consistent. First squad 189 average, second squad 211 average, third squad 196 average, this squad 200 average. So you maintained.
Yeah, first 2 squads couldn't avoid that. One big low game out of 140 in the first and 150 in the second, and then grind out game third one, fourth one. Game plan kind of changed and tried to get more aggressive with it, which paid off in the beginning of the squad, and then kind of mellowed down as the look went away. But should have went out of urethane. Just didn't have enough fill balls to kind of feel the water and test it and see what reacted to go to. So kind of stuck with it last game. Could have been out, could have been in. So
yeah, awesome.
Kind of stuck with it there.
Yeah, well, awesome. Good bowling today. Like I say, you're in the cut. You're moving on to
earn 6 games.
Yeah,
see what I can do.
Early tomorrow morning, we'll be here. I'm sure you're gonna have lots of people in chat rooting you on. Have a great finish making that top 12 cut again.
Yep. Thank
All
you.
right, awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a break here. We're gonna have Israel Potter come in and join us. Have Israel come on, take a seat here. All right, so we're joined by Israel Potter. Let me bring this up here. All right, so last 2 games, you went 256. You had the front 10 there. That last game, 287. I mean, you're no stranger to a 300, right?
No.
You've had a couple here and there.
Yeah, I think I was more relieved I was shooting a big game than going for a 300.
Yeah, no, that's definitely good. So for those who don't know, where are you from?
From Brandon, but I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba now.
Okay, so Winnipeg, Manitoba. I've seen you all over CTF, accomplished bowler already. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23, yeah. So still young,
Just
still
out of the youth program by a couple years.
Just out of the youth program by a couple years. So you're currently, where are you? I think you're currently sitting in 4th overall. Graham Faw, Francois Lavoie, Darren Alexander, and then yourself. So you're sitting behind 3 experienced Team Canada members. As a youth, did you bowl Team Canada as a youth? Were you on any teams or?
I bowled. I think I bowled 3 team trials as a youth. Closest I ever got was the alternate for the youth team.
Okay.
Just could never. My consistency wasn't as good. Could never put together 3 good days. I have some good blocks and some bad ones. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're in the running for there, and like I said, you've had some great series. Let's just run through that, what you've had so far. So everybody really struggled that first day on that 38-foot pattern. You averaged 187. You came back, the second squad averaged 219. Third squad this morning, you averaged 223, and then finishing off this fourth squad, 232. So you're trending upwards. Coming in with these patterns back home, did you get a chance to lay them out, practice on them at all? Did the center help you out with that at all?
Yeah, I practiced on LA a lot, or the block 1 pattern.
Yeah.
Because I did say if I can not be last on LA, I'm going to have a good shot. I've never been a great player on shorter patterns, but I knew if I could grind my way to the medium and longs, we'd be okay. Okay,
perfect. Sounds good. So is there anybody out there that's helping you sponsor-wise, family, friends, that you want to give a quick shout-out to that might be watching? I know in the chat, let's see, there might be somebody. The chat hasn't caught up, but I know people have always been in there looking for you. You got Laura Potter in there.
Yeah, I mean, a huge thanks to my mom and dad. I wouldn't be doing anything without them. Huge thanks to Motive, Genesis, Bolify for sponsoring me. I mean, this isn't something I can do on my own, so having all these companies and people around me really do more of the work than I do.
Yeah, it takes a village.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when you traveled here, did you travel by yourself or did you travel?
No, I came with my dad.
You came with your dad, so your dad's
here with me the whole way, supporting me. Can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Parents, they're a big involvement in the sport. Like you say, you can't do it without it. Unfortunately, when you have to travel halfway across the country or more, you got friends, family that are left behind at home, but at least we do this live stream. We've been bringing it to them. They've been watching. We're trying to get you on there as much as possible. You're a bright young talent. You still got one more day to go. We're looking forward to see how you do that. But currently sitting 4th, that goal is that top 6.
Yeah.
Speaking of goals, like when you came here into this tournament this week, did you set any goals? Maybe 2 or 3 goals where it's like your first one was get through LA, get through the short pattern. second goal? Did you have a goal coming in here to make the team?
My goal is to finish top 6.
Your goal is to finish top 6.
I know absolutely, like, top 6, you're guaranteed on the team.
Yeah.
They're only making a couple picks, and there's a lot of experienced guys out there. So
Yep.
I know my best shot is just making that team.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. You guys heard it here first. Israel Potter's goal is top 6. We will be back here early tomorrow to see that happen. It was great talking to you. I'm letting it go. I think they're going to do some top 12 pictures, so make sure you stick around.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. We're going to head back. It looks like the ladies are done. Yeah, I believe that was just the last ball that was thrown. So we're just going to wait around, confirm those ladies' scores. Thank you, Mike. Perfect. Thank you to Mike Snow for helping us out today. So the ladies are done. Everyone is done. We had a great conversation. Where are we on the ladies' end? It's looking like, Jad Cote.
Jad's leader.
Yeah.
Want me to go grab her for you next?
Yeah, if you can.
No problem.
All right, just stay tuned for a second. We got Jad Cote coming up over here. She is going to be our overall leader on the women's side and shift leader for this block. Oop. All right, perfect. So we are joined here by Jad Cote, who is our overall women's leader and shift leader. So we've been bringing up the shift leaders, having a quick conversation. So you're no stranger to Team Canada and the competition, right?
Yep.
Yep. So coming into team trials, did you have any preparations?
Like every tournament, you prep a couple weeks before. Obviously, it's Christmas and stuff, so we don't practice as much. At least I know I don't. But the few days before, I really just put in the work, shoot spares, especially because that's what it comes down to, is spare shooting.
Yep. So like I said, you're no stranger to Team Canada, Youth Team Canada, and the regular team. You have a lot of international competition. You have quite a bit. I believe it was at Youngstown University, so college.
Yeah.
You've got collegiate experience. So coming in here, did you set any goals coming into this weekend? I know you're like a multiple-time team member. Coming into this tournament, is your goal the team?
Obviously, making the top 6 always the goal. And then going with that is, trying to make the step ladder, bowling as good as I can, making my spares, and then just making team again, because that's really the main goal here.
Yeah, so we've seen that with quite a few bowlers. You've been trending upwards. A lot of the ladies struggled on the first day, the first shift. Averaged 180 there. Second shift, you came back, averaged 195. This morning, averaged 204. And then you just lit it up on this squad. What did you shoot last game?
206.
206.
Or 208.
So yeah, you went 254, 234, 235, 248, 245, and then 208. So you're sitting around a 240 average for this block. That propelled you right up into the lead overall. Are you pretty happy with your performance so far?
Yeah, I have to say after the first day, I wasn't really happy with my performance, but I've been throwing it better. I know what I have to do. I hit some balls before this block. I know what I have to do with my hand to get the ball through the pin the right way, and I think it worked pretty well.
Yeah, so that first day just lit a fire under you and really motivated you. So while you're here, you might have some people watching in the chat. I'm not sure, friends, family. Who helps you? Anyone that you want to thank? Family, friends, sponsors?
Obviously, all of my sponsors, Motive, VIS, all of them. My parents, and then all of the people that help me, my friends.
Yep, awesome. Okay, so I'm not going to take up any more of your time. We're going to do, I think, a top 12 picture pretty soon here, so I'll let you go on. So that's Jad Cote, She is overall women's leader and shift leader. Fantastic bowling this squad, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Congrats. So we still don't have the official update on the women's side, but it is looking like what you see on the standings from Game 23 are going to be on the women's side. Jade Cote, Tiffany Griffith, May Yen LaChapelle, Arena Chinhalas, Marissa Naylor, Felicia Wong, Kristen Jolie, Christine Johnson, Lana Mink, Samantha Cirillo, Maya Conway, and Alex Ann O'Clair. Unofficially, until that updates, that is going to be the top 12 women.
All right, I'm just doing some socializing. Everyone's pretty happy. Congratulated Chase McVicker on his first junior team.
Yeah.
So, we are sharing the results now over the loudspeaker.
Vous devez déjà avoir vos résultats sur les internets, alors il n'y aura pas grande surprise. I'm going to start with the men's, since I believe the men's scores are already online and there won't be any big surprise here.
Letting us know who is going to be bowling tomorrow and what time they should try to be back.
Passe à la ronde suivante. 12 bowlers, 12 people will bowl tomorrow morning. So, first ground ball. Yeah, thank you. And we need some enthusiasm in the house. Come on. Maybe I'm the only one. Okay, number 3, François
Yeah, we're
Lavoie.
going to be back here tomorrow, 7:45.
Number 3, Darren Alexander. Number 4, Israel Potter. 5, Nicholas Blagojevich. 6, Tyler Lee. 7, Ryder Reyes. 8, Alexandre Garot. 9, Adam Jodwin. 10, Ben Lapointe. 11, Sylvester Young. Sly Young. Good, okay. No tie. Number 12, Jordan Crosscurry. So this is your top 12. C'est votre top 12 pour women. Thank you, Tyler Loudon. Et du côté des femmes, maintenant, now on the ladies' side, numéro 1, Jade Côté. Number 2, Tiffany Griffith. Numéro 3, Megan LaChapelle. 4, Marissa Miller. 5, Kirsten Jolie. 6, Felicia Wong. 7, Arena Chinhalas. 8, Lana Mink. 9, Christine Johnston. 10, Samantha Cirillo. 11, Maya Conway. Et numéro 12, Alexandre O'Clair.
Yes, we were right. We were right. Those 12 names on the women's side are going to be bowling tomorrow. They just switched a little bit order there. Arena fell a few spots, and some others moved up. Lana Mink also moved up over Christine Johnson, but those are going to be your 12 bowlers. So if you look at the standings now, they are not updated on the women's side, but those names you do see in the top 12 will be the bowlers tomorrow.
That is correct. So I think that's going to wrap it up for us. We are done the stream. We've got our results and all that. So we will be back early, 7:45 a.m. tomorrow morning. While we're sitting here, let's throw these up on the screen. Thank you, REVS Rose Bowl, Brunswick, Hammer, Bufa Distribution, Baron Championship Rings, Air Canada, Expedia Cruises, Hampton Inn and Suites, and Sport Canada. So from CTF here live at this 2026 Canadian Team Trials, my name's Jeff Kovac.
I'm Kurt Ridgewell.
And we will see you tomorrow morning.
Good night, everyone.
However, we cannot still determine the podium.